Hello, everyone. Welcome to Disco Elysium.
Hello.
Hello,
Welcome,
hello.
everybody.
We are so happy to see you on this Monday, this Disco Elysium Monday.
Yes, back to our usual Disco Monday.
Usual is a
Disco
very
Monday.
strong word. I don't think we should ever put usual in front of Disco Monday because I don't think it's been on Mondays more than it's been on other days.
Are you kidding?
True.
OG Soggy Crew lore is that from the very beginning, Disco Monday has been every Monday. Whether we've celebrated it or not, everyone's
You're
always
right.
known.
You know what? You're right. Even if we don't always recognize Disco Monday, it does happen. You can kind of taste it in the air. So
Exactly.
here we are acknowledging it in our little way.
Mhm.
So,
and even if we
Merry
have
Disco Monday.
even if we have it on another day, it's still Disco Monday.
No,
Or
I don't think that's true. I think Disco Monday happens, but we can have Disco Elysium on another day is kind of where we're
Oh,
at.
of course. We can stream other things on Monday, but it's still Disco
But
Monday.
we have to just kind of tip our hats to disco.
Before the game was ever made, I was celebrating Disco Monday when I was like 4 years old. Being like, there's something about Mondays for me that makes me
You were
want to
fucking
dance.
grooving.
That makes me really feel the rhythm.
Oh
Also,
my God.
welcome back, Jake. How are you doing?
I'm good. What's funny is I'm not really back. I'm back on this crew, but I'm still on my journey. So
And
this
you will
last
be
week-
next week too. So you're like on a
Yeah.
pilgrimage of sorts.
It's a lot. Well, it's been very funny. So last week I went to Michigan because in the program, so I graduated last year from the University of Michigan, and then in our program, it ends with this big showcase. Just like you sing a song, and then hopefully someone sees it and goes, "I'd like you to sing more of those," and then you're like, "Cool, I'm employed now." So that's at least that's what you hope. But we did not have one of those because of the big 19. So
The
so
big 19.
The big 19.
Oh,
big 19.
okay. No, it's good. Keep going.
So anyway, my whole class gathered in Michigan to film our stuff. So they did like a whole week's worth of like sectioned off time. So we each like went and stayed in our own little spot, and then would go and we'd sing our song, and it was very interesting. It's the first like, I don't know, it's the first time I've seen like an institution in COVID, and just how shut down it is just, I don't know, it was haunting because I left there and people were there, and then I came back and I was
Uh-huh.
like, where'd the people go?
No, that makes
And-
sense, actually, just because you immediately moved away from all of that.
Yeah. Or at least didn't go back to the like campus buildings,
Yeah.
you know. But they held us before our filming in like the campus library, but all the buildings are shut down except for like very, specific things that people need to do. So it was weird, like standing in the library and like just screaming because there's no one around. It's empty. It's just me in there. I get the whole room to quarantine myself. It was just very interesting.
That is wild.
That's weird. Yeah.
So how long did it take to like record your bit? Like,
Oh, literally only 30 minutes.
that's wild. You went to Michigan for
I know.
For 30
I-
minutes.
I went to Michigan for 30 minutes, and we have no idea when it comes out. But it was a great opportunity because a whole group of us that hadn't seen each other in, oh dear Lord, we're up on a year. We all got like a little spot together, and the school was administering tests and doing all kinds of stuff. So it was a great excuse to like be forced into quarantine together. And then from there, we were like, okay, if we're all together, like let's make a little trip out of it. So we drove to one of my friends' like parents' beach houses or something, and we're just like stocked up here for the whole time.
So it's all the
Which is
crew
just
that
fun.
you met up with for this for showcase.
Yeah. For
Mhm.
showcase, we're all just like hanging out, and it's been so nice because, as I think most people here know, it is very rare we get to see our friends in this kind of an atmosphere. So seeing them all in
Yeet.
one fell swoop has been like, I just feel very, very lucky. It's worked out very well.
Well, especially
That's
considering
great.
you're forced into COVID safety compliance too. So it's like of all the times, it's
It was perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. The moment they told us like all of the stuff that was going on to basically make this whole thing happen, we were like, yo,
Mhm.
like we can choose who this happens with. So like, let's just all hit it together and then just actually spend the time with it.
Mhm.
So it's been lovely.
And
That's
they're
so
letting you
nice.
run off into a little room to stream a video game. So
Yeah,
those are good
yeah.
friends.
We've been watching Disney Plus shorts for the last hour, so I think it was time where I'm like, okay, I could take a break.
Well, and as you said to us before the stream started, all of WandaVision as well. So
Oh, we watched all of
Yeah.
it today. It's so good. I love it.
That's fantastic. I haven't caught up. Well, I haven't watched any of it yet, so I.
Oh, it's a hoot and a half, Allison. Honestly, I'd wait until next week where the last episode of the season comes out.
I
and then just
agree.
kinda what I was
My
thinking.
my original plan was to wait and binge the whole show, and I didn't. I got like most of the way through and then caved, and I kind of wish that I just waited, to be honest.
served. It is absolutely served by binging.
Yeah,
Also,
it's
most
a
people
solid binge experience.
Yeah,
That's good. That is very good to know.
It's terrific though. Elizabeth Olsen is amazing.
She's
She's
really
so
good.
Yeah,
She's really good. You know what I find really interesting about Elizabeth Olsen is that I feel like she has steadily improved in every every title that she's in. Like I feel like every time I see her, she just gets a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better. And I just really like love and admire that, like in an actor and like in someone who is perfecting their craft. Like I can see
also
her improvement.
She's so versatile. I think that goes with it too, of like she's finding her niche and things. And this isn't that big a spoiler, but I just want to mention in WandaVision, it just plays with a lot of styles, and she is the centerpiece of playing with those styles. And so watching her adapt to all these different styles of media all within one show,
Well,
it's
she
amazing.
has to sell it. She all of it is on her back. Don't get me wrong. It's who plays Vision? I forget his name.
I was just talking about him.
It's not there at all. He's really good, and obviously it's on his back too. But she has to be she has to embody the time periods of each of those genres to such an extent that it's really
Paul
remarkable.
Bettany.
Paul Bettany. Thank you.
Yeah.
Paul Bettany's great, and he's really delightful and funny and empathetic in it.
But
she
the
rocks.
show is hers.
Yeah, it's hers.
It belongs to her.
It's
That's
surprisingly
so cool.
good. Not surprisingly, that's rude, but like I really enjoy it. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
By the way, sorry, I'm about to derail hard.
Go for it. Hit me.
So you and the whole family really recommended The Outsider to me.
Yeah, did you not like it? I can tell by your tone of voice.
I did not like it. I did not like it.
I loved it.
I think the thing is, that is a show that I really wanted to be in the room with 5 other people with while watching because of its massive genre shifts and its utter silliness. I didn't know. I wanted to be able to yell across the room at somebody like, what are they doing now? But
okay,
I couldn't.
all right. That's honestly really fair, because The Outsider's cool because it shifts genre like 4 times, and it gives you no warning that it's gonna do it. It just suddenly does it, and you're like, what?
It gives you no warning.
It gives you no warning, and I think I loved it because of that, but also being in a room with a bunch of people being like, okay, this is wacky.
I didn't have that.
rewarding.
On the other hand, I finished it in like 3 days, so clearly I was in it. I watched it. I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, it's just such an interesting thing, and I think Cynthia Erivo is, oh my god, I love her. My 3 takeaways: Cynthia Erivo, hell yeah. Jason Bateman is such a good director.
Yeah, I will say I do love everything that I've seen that Jason Bateman has directed.
God.
He's
really
solid.
great.
His
Yeah.
directorial eye is unbelievable, and then also that soundtrack was crazy. The music was just wild.
Yeah. And also, what I
Interesting.
will say is every single actor showed up. Even the ones that
yeah.
I was like, they didn't need to.
No, I agree. There were definitely some characters that I'm like, why are you acting right now? You don't need to.
I also felt really bad because one of the like main characters in that show played one of oh god, what are they called? In Hot Fuzz, one of the Jakes.
Yeah, one of the dumb friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
One of the mean detectives in Hot Fuzz, and I couldn't see him as not that like at all at any point during it. But anyway, I just wanted to say I was a little baffled, but also
Honestly, I'm glad. That means we didn't give it away.
You didn't at all.
That's good. My media update is that I'm finally watching Beastars.
Oh my
after it came
god,
out a year
finally!
ago.
It's time.
Finally. Also, as I was digging through, because I tend to do this whenever I start watching a show or finish a movie or get into something, usually in the evening after I'm done watching it, I lay in bed and read about it on the Wikipedia page. And
I do the same.
In my Wikipedia sleuthing, Gina is gonna like, I don't know if you know this, but it cracked me the fuck up. What the animator who founded Studio Orange, which is the studio that that made Beastars, is like one of the pioneers in like 3D CG animation in anime. He worked on Zoid's Chaotic Century, and he did the whatever they're called, the robots in Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, you know what?
Complex.
I didn't know this, but that is the least surprising fact you've ever told me.
Isn't that amazing?
Because honestly, that's the only thing that makes sense, because of all the CG anime, it like is in a weight class of its own.
Yeah,
and knowing that this person was behind the Zoids in Zoids just clarifies a lot for me.
Yeah, it makes like complete sense now, because the style in Beastars that like just, I don't know, that really beautiful cell shaded like animation with all those little micro movements, like I can see where it originated from like 20 years ago. And I just that just kind of blew my mind as I was like flipping through Wikipedia. I was like, wait, what? Excuse me?
Well, thank you for sharing that fact, because no, I had no idea, but that makes sense to me.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying
a specific fact too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Studio Orange, like, they specialize in doing like 3D animation, like in anime. Like that's their whole shtick, their whole deal.
Also, well, wait, now, Short, because I know under no other circumstances will you watch it, I do think it would be funny if you watched Beastars, and then we talked about Beastars.
Oh gosh. Okay, wait. Okay,
now
I'm looking up Beastars.
You do not have to, but once you look it up, exactly.
Oh, it's the bunny one.
Yeah, it's the bunny one.
Oh, it's the fucking bunny one.
It is an acid trip so far. It's true.
What a
Oh
treat.
my
What
gosh.
a delight.
You
It's
know
a
I
trippy
can't watch
show.
something like this with my furry tendencies. You know I can't.
That's why I thought it would be funny.
It's very furry.
Also, Short, you missed it, but while I was waiting for you and Allison to join the Discord call, I found a cover of Escape from the City from Sonic, and it's so good. I will also share that with you.
Please. Yeah.
Oh my god. Also, it's been a couple of minutes, but I wanted to shout out Cool's Champion. Thank you for subscribing. Really, really appreciate it. Also, we will see if we're getting the body tell. Gina did say before we started, she's like, I'm not feeling that tonight. So that's the energy.
I didn't necessarily say that. I just said that I didn't want it within 1,000 feet of the title of this stream. Is all.
Sorry, that was hyperbole.
All right, well, with that, I don't want to stake our reputation on it again. But yeah, with that transition, I suppose it's time to actually talk about Disco Elysium.
Yeah, let's play this game. That was a good catch up, though.
Yeah.
It was nice to just sort of chill with y'all and talk about WandaVision.
Always
and
a pleasure. I feel like I don't get to hang out with you two as often as I'd like, so it's a delight getting to catch up.
Yeah. Ooh boy.
I'm also so pumped to play this game too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. So should we do a recap on like what happened last time?
Okay. Our current oh god.
We got this. We got this.
I'm usually pretty good at these, but the problem is we have what feels like half a dozen or a dozen dangling threads right now. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to back into it.
Well, Gina, here's maybe an approach, is that we can maybe take it as we go, but give the basic outline of like, we are detective, we got amnesia, here's our current objective, and then when shit comes up, we could be like, yo, here's the deal.
That's valid. I wanted to see, the reason that I immediately slammed into a brick wall is because I opened the map to demonstrate where we are right now. So for those watching the stream, I think you can see my mouse. Maybe you can't. Unclear. Yeah. I can see the mouse moving around. Okay, the stream.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so
I can. Okay.
You guys can see it today? That's exciting.
No, not through Discord, but through the stream.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so for you all watching the stream, I'm gonna demonstrate where we are. So we are currently here, way over on the upper right-hand corner of the map. The reason we are here is because there is a locked gate that is currently being blocked by a workers' strike. The workers' strike is lobbying for something. I actually don't remember what it is they're lobbying for, but they're keeping the gate closed. There are scabs on one side of the gate being like, we want to work. Screw you guys. But for right now, the gate remains closed. That's cool. That's fine. We're not involved with that. But we do need to get on the other side of the gate because we need to talk with the union about getting the body down from the tree. The body is in the tree. We don't know why, but we're a detective trying to understand why, and we can't start understanding why this tree right here until we get the body down.
We need a union person to help us get the body down, essentially. Like, we tried shooting it, and we tried other methods of getting it down, but to no avail. We failed our checks. So
yes,
this is where we're at now.
This is where we're at now. So our current plan is to climb or do something involving a crane to get to the other side of the...
This is good. This is going well.
This is good. Look, last time our big discovery was that we could use the map to figure out how to get to areas that seemed impassable instead
big
of...
discovery.
Yeah, because the alternative was like agreeing with a racist dude and internalizing his mentality, and we didn't want to do that. So we're doing this instead.
Well, why would we want to do that, Gina? I don't understand.
I have to tell you, Discord cut out, so I don't know whether you said why would we or why wouldn't we, and it's really, really dangerous.
You know, I'm just gonna leave that in the air.
It was just a really funny time for Discord to be like, we're gonna leave this ambiguous.
Thanks, Discord.
All right.
Discord's always looking out for us. It's like, don't get in trouble.
Also, it's been some time now, but I will give, in case some people weren't in the last streams, internet update for me. I'm gonna knock on wood real quick and say that it's doing pretty okay.
All right.
If anything happens, it's Discord's fault now, not my internet.
Always blame Discord.
Also, all right. Yeah. Look, I love Discord because it is both our savior and something, and the eternal scapegoat, and I really respect that about this platform.
Thanks,
this is us. We're beautiful. We landed a very good jump and got a very cool coat, and that was definitely the highlight of the previous episode.
We did the leap of faith.
That was huge. That was a big moment.
That was one of the raddest moments we've had in this game so far, I gotta say. Oh, we were talking to this guy over here.
Yeah, we walked up to them and we're like, oh god, this is gonna take too long. But now, let's start by talking with him.
Container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, put the logos on.
None of these songs are good.
Not rhyme. Oh, whose turn is it to... Oh, is it my turn now? I think it is my turn now.
I think it's your turn now because you couldn't last time. Oh, hello, Coriander. Welcome.
Oh, she has joined.
Do you want to meow for the stream? No, you're not in that move. Hello?
Oh.
No.
I like how she can almost meow on command. Like... a little bit.
Only if she's... You have to catch her in the right mood, though. And this is not one. This is I want to fall asleep on your lap and you will let me mood.
I'm most of the time in that mood, Corey.
Yeah, no. That's kind of where I live right now.
Corey. Yeah. Okay. Conceptualization. The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. That rhymed. The accent is so thick it's impossible.
Making it better than the container song lyrics. You're right.
Yeah.
Thanks, conceptualization.
That's the true song. It was in our...
Oh, Short. Discord doesn't like Short today. Oh, no.
Does Discord not like me? Am I the victim now?
Oh, no.
You might be the problem.
You might be the problem. We'll see.
How bad is it right now?
Yeah, I mean, you sound great until you disappear, so...
Oh, okay. All right.
So we'll see.
Yeah, your audio quality is great.
Yeah, you sound great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Discord says great now. All right, well, we might be muting you. The accent is so thick it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi. From the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt, on Mundi or Mundi, I can't remember.
Container used to be well pines. Container now belongs to Everett.
I'm definitely vibing with that. The tiny
That's a
man
club
is...
jam if I've ever heard
I'm
one.
not. I feel bad, but I'm not.
Container.
I don't like his container song.
The tiny man is so engaged in his work he doesn't notice you.
It's the extra
like
syllable, I think, that really did it for me.
Evart.
Hi. I like that we can just be like, hi.
Right. He looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
He
Oh,
smiles.
he seems kind.
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an asshole for no apparent reason.
I see you're not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
A shadow passes over his kind face.
What is it with you people in scabs? Actually, I am. Yes, I even said so to Mañana. No.
No.
I hate
do the
both of
first.
these, but the first one...
Yeah, I don't like
I mean,
either.
I
I don't like that
personally mind.
tone.
Folks is just folks, you know. And folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
Oh.
Okay. So, it sounds like Ubi's sort of Irish equivalent, maybe? I don't know. His accent's a little Irish.
Big old shrug.
Yeah, kind of. It's definitely an accent that's familiar, but I don't know if I can
And
put
maybe
my
there's
finger
no,
on what it
I don't know if
is.
there's a one-to-one to it. I really like it. It's very charming.
Yeah, that's always a little tricky, or not always, but like I can't tell in this game to what extent it's one-to-one, and it's tricky because it's obviously allegorical, but I don't know how far the allegory carries. So it's
yeah. And we did talk about last time how there aren't exactly one-to-ones like in this game.
Yeah.
Like they definitely
Well,
allude to some real life. Well, actually, maybe that's not true. There are some actual parallels, like one-to-ones, but then other ones are a little blurrier. What should we ask the guy?
You're Ubi, right? What are you doing with the containers? Where is everyone? The harbor's empty. Do you work here? What's in the container over there? Points to the container suspended from the crane. I'm looking for the leader of the Dock Workers Union. We can just go through them.
I think go straight through.
Yeah, sure. Oh, who's gonna voice them?
Who can do whichever accent this is?
I read the. Oh yes, born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad. Oh wait, Mum had to leave me. Mum had to leave me dad after he got a bit violent.
Say Jeff Packard's Gatorade bar. That's
It's the Rosetta Stone.
I'm just
it's
like
an old spell.
I'm just trying to channel the spirit of Matthew Mercer into my body right now because he can drop into a Scottish or an Irish accent without
He can, but he's maybe not. Well, never mind.
I mean, his are kind of caricatures though. They're not really like accurate per se, but when you're in a fantasy world, I
agree. It's just if you're aiming for vaguely Matthew Mercer's Irish accent, you are gonna land among the stars, I suppose. And that's okay.
You're gonna end up as the fucking Lucky Charms leprechaun.
I'm just saying.
It's true.
Unfortunately,
okay.
I'm not helping at all because this is markedly an accent that I've literally never done once in my entire life. I don't even.
Okay, let's see. Mom had to leave me dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know that there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Just introducing us to stereotypes we didn't have.
Yeah, right?
Wow, really adding to our well to choose from.
God, by the end of this, Kurt Disco is going to be like, I think I'm racist now. I don't know how that happened.
That's what we were learning all along.
That's the lesson we were learning the whole time.
It's like the world just pressed it upon me against my will.
You gotta reject it,
I
Kurt.
also
You
think I
can't
might
do this,
be-
Kurt.
Wait, shit. I think I also might be a communist. And there's something in my soul that says I'm also a superstar. I don't know what it is.
So we're gonna find and internalize racism. Great. I think
Yes.
Isn't what we're doing right now our whole goal to avoid that? I think.
Yes. Yes.
All right. What's the thing with this containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers. Oh, geez, I'm smacking my smacking my mic. I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them. He waves at the containers towering behind him.
We got this. What's going on here? Looks at the mountains of containers rising behind him.
Easy.
Yeah, well, even
Easy.
with a
Wow.
dreadful roll.
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountain rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. Thanks, Logic. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core.
This looks like a massive redecorating operation, Kim.
Leo, has anyone told you why you need to change the covers? And thanks, Leo, you've been very helpful.
Let's do the first one.
Yeah.
Let's talk to Kim. Jet Packard's Gatorade bar. Yes. They're hiding it from the inside. All of the red containers have the Debarradors Union logo on them.
God, I missed him. Sure, it's really powerful how this has become Kim in my mind. I hear that voice and I'm like, yes, my boy.
Me too.
Take care of us.
It's his voice to me, and I love it.
So thank you, Short. I really appreciate it.
Yay for Midwestern Kim.
It's really good. I like it a lot. Okay, has anyone told you why you need to change the colors, Leo?
No, not really. He shrugs and continues merrily. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
Thanks, Leo. All right, where
Oh,
is
no
everyone?
trouble toll, mister. No trouble toll. The little guy affirms merrily.
What'd we get? Never mind. I don't care. Where is everyone? The harbor is empty.
Most of the guys are down at the gates keeping the scabs from coming in. He leans in with a confidential look. Oh, we're on strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Everyone is down there, of course, he chuckles. Mr. Everard is in his office where he always is, and Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. He pauses to think. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so. He stops, but seems eager to tell you more.
What kind of trouble did this Titus and his friends get into? And got it.
We found the gossip. We found the town gossip. Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about it. That's union business. He smiles and leans closer.
I love this visual of him smiling and leaning closer because he is perched on the edge of his cravat.
Oh my gosh.
He
just falls over immediately.
Be careful, Leo.
Him and his boys stirred something up in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everard telling them to take some time off. Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
I don't think we will.
But what did they actually do? Really? Did they kill someone?
Did they kill?
I mean...
But what did they actually do?
Yeah,
Is that going bad cop? That's not going bad cop,
it
right?
doesn't feel bad. None of these feel bad cop is the challenge that I'm having.
Yeah, I think
Right,
suggestion just set us up already.
You can fall back asleep. Just let me... There we go. Okay. Sorry.
Aw, happy kitty.
Well, unhappy kitty. She was putting my leg to sleep, so I had to move her around
You had to
a little
kick
bit.
her off.
Yeah.
Number
one?
one, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. Another chuckle. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Oh damn it! It's me. I'm sorry. I was getting comfortable. Easy, Leo. Nope. Jet Packard's Gatorade bar. Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hardies.
He looks to you for assistance. Too rowdy. Leo, what kind of fight did they get into? I'm sorry, I'll actually do his voice. Did they kill a mercenary? Or okay, Leo. I mean, let's hear about this fight.
Too rowdy. Wait, what is the first one? No, don't ask that.
They both
I don't
seem
know.
a little.
They both seem like they're going in different directions. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I feel like they both are going towards the bad cop direction, where it's like...
Yeah.
I mean, okay, Leo, it's like, okay, Leo, let's hear about this fight you got into. Wait, we think Leo's been... Oh, that fight, the other fight. I read that wrong.
I think number 2 is about his middle school fight.
Yeah, I
And
think
number one
2.
is about the other fight.
Okay, maybe if we get
For
him to
avoid
open up about
bad
his
cop.
original fight, he'll be more excited to.
Yeah, I'd go with
Yeah.
I'd go with 2.
I remember I was the runt of the class, he laughs merrily. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day, flew off the handle, and like nobody's business. But Mr. Everett and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. He chuckles again. Noel never started another fight with anyone after this. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Everett. I'm sure he'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here. Little guy starts coughing.
Oh no.
Oh no. You're never getting anything useful out of him. It's good enough you found out Everett has a brother called Edgar and he helped Leo.
Okay.
Do you
What's
work
the-
here?
Here? Or yeah, let's keep going.
Yep.
Yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, but by the way, Leonard Bellick, but everyone calls me Leo. Little man raises his hand in a welcoming gesture. I like Leo.
I like Leo too. Did Kim know Leo's name in the previous dialogue tree without him being introduced?
Maybe.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
I don't know if that is a plot relevant thing.
That's where I'm unclear.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Oh, everything's fine.
Are you good?
Did you get bit?
No,
being catted?
but she's scaling me.
Climbing you like a cat tree.
Yep, she sure is. Stop it. Stop attacking my hair. Please go back to sleep. Now is not the time. Okay, alright, okay.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. He chuckles.
Okay.
All right. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady. A good-hearted chuckle again.
Leo. You know what? I'm glad we started today's playthrough with Leo. This is nice.
He seems
Enjoying
nice.
voicing him.
Who is this Miss Beaufort?
The lieutenant looks up at Leo.
Lieutenant looks apart. I was getting a little sympathy. A real pretty lady with a skin like the dough and sucre candy bars by my missus likes so much. Oh my god, okay, forget that line. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio.
Don't think about suckling on Miss
I don't want to
Beaufort.
suckle on a piece of candy bar.
Don't think about suckling on Miss Beaufort. Oh, I didn't like that. No. Ah! I hated it.
Yeah, it's not great. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here, and I'm always busy keeping things running. Yes, I am. Stay on this Miss Beaufort topic.
Hold on, who's this Miss Beaufort you mentioned? I think you're doing a great job around here, Leo, and yeah, I'm pretty sure this place would totally fall apart if you didn't shine the boss man's shoes, Leo.
First one.
Yeah.
That's condescending.
Yep.
Yeah, the first one. It started off okay, and
Yep.
then as we kept going, the line
turned-
fell apart.
It took a turn.
Lizzie? She's a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly. Oh. I didn't know how he was trying to say that.
I couldn't tell either, if I'm gonna be real.
Lawyerly.
Lawyerly.
Lawyer. I don't know. Let's keep going.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this neighborhood here, knows everybody, and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure. For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes. He goes on. If me missus and I were to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. LeMaitre said so, and she knows such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has. He sighs and falls silent, watching you meekly with his blue eyes.
Oh going on a journey with Leo.
Oh, we really
We're
are.
really going on a journey. You're doing a great job around here,
Yeah,
Leo.
let him know.
Yeah, Leo. Wait, so Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Beaufort. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm not
Yes.
jumping right into it. Jet Backwards Gatorade bar. Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
The lieutenant smiles at the little man. Oh, well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. You didn't think it was possible, but the smile becomes even wider.
I feel like we've
What
made
a
a
sweetie.
friend.
I really like this guy.
Leo, please don't fall off the building or come under any harm. This is ringing all sorts of weird flags in my head. Like,
I agree.
They threw a nice one at us. They're gonna hurt him. I don't know how.
He's a
I
real
don't know
sweetie.
when. I don't know why. But he's gonna be in pain someday. And I already resent the game for that.
We're gonna protect him. I believe in us.
I believe in us.
Everybody
We're gonna
protect Leo.
Easy, Leo.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much of a bust. Oh wait, how much I bust my ass for them here, but you guys are all right. The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day. Oh,
What's that?
It's awesome.
What's in that container, Leo?
yeah. Now that we've chatted,
Now that
a
we've
bit.
made a friend. We've made two
Oh,
friends. We've made this friend and we've made the philosopher poet lorry driver.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah, they're great. And then also, I mean, are we friends with Kuno, or are we just like
Yeah,
got in
I guess
Kuno's good
I
graces?
guess we've made 3 friends.
I think we're technically friends with Kuno
I think
now.
we
too.
made
Wow,
three
we're
friends.
Yeah.
It's about Kuno.
I mean, I'm glad. It was a great moment, but like, who saw that
I truly
coming?
don't.
Yeah.
I think I still felt the remnants of the Kuno voice during my showcase last week. I'll have you all know.
Oh
Oh no!
Okay, what did Leo say? Oh, that's one. He looks at the container. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Oh my God! Can we stand in it and you lower us down?
Yes! Can you take us on a journey?
I'm looking for the leader.
Yep. Oh, you want Mr. Arvert then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. He coughs, then continues immediately.
Oh, maybe he's just gonna die of an illness.
Oh no!
I don't know. Every single.
You're convinced that Leo is gonna bite the dust.
It's just. I don't know. There's a way I don't know. Anyway.
Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys. Patience. Deep down, you have the mental power to keep listening. Not many would, but you do.
Oh, we're good.
We're good.
Don't interrupt.
Yeah, I'll interrupt him. Had an arithmetics teacher, Miss Bellows. Leo lets out a little chuckle. Her real name was Miss Bellums. She was a real pretty lady, but when she got mad, he starts laughing. Oh, he's still going. He is a gossip. All the boys liked her, if you know what I mean, mister. He winks at you. We used to sneak in her yard in the dark and peek through the window. One time we saw Miss Bellows with a fellow. Yes, we did, mister.
No.
He looks for a sign of disbelief in your
No, you
eyes.
fucking didn't.
I kind of like that one.
I kind of like that one too.
No, you did?
We're gossip. We're like the ladies' lunch
I
and gossip
know.
corner. I love it.
Yeah. Yes, we did. We did, mister. He looks at you and shakes his head. Indeed, we did. He was a big, big fellow. Used to drive the truck near ourselves school and everything. Sorry.
Ours is
Continue.
near ours is school and everything. Yeah.
Near ours is school and everything. Okay. Leo leans in and whispers, "Them was all naked too." That's all I got to say about that.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Thank you for telling me the whole thing. We didn't learn anything.
He
Thank
really
you.
just
Oh,
went
here it
through
is, here
all
it
of
is.
that to talk
No,
us
no, he
through
got
like
it.
a panty raid, basically.
Almost forgot. Mr. Everett is usually in the container over there. Leo points to his left. But he usually leaves around 22, so you gotta be quick if you want to catch him.
All right, we're going. We
Okay.
gotta go now.
All
I got
right.
this.
Bye-bye now.
Oh God, here we
returns
go.
to his work.
We got this.
I hope my vague Irish accent was not offensive. Not too
It
offensive.
was nice and soft.
Okay, good.
It was pleasant. I liked it.
I gotta say, it was enjoyable to do.
The coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. Can we
Yeah,
eat?
you read those, right, Gina?
Yeah, just his little thoughts. Stair made of pallets leading up. Ooh. Oh, it's... Oh, hi. Hello, I hope you're okay with me walking into your office unannounced.
Can we save the game? Fuck. Uh-oh. Can
Nope.
you save the game?
It's fine. It's fine. I think he's fine. I'm sure he's fine.
Whoopsies.
Sorry, Clark.
We'll see. I can maybe drop out of the conversation. But honestly, live fast,
whatever
die
may.
hard is where we're at right now.
Rip. Wish us luck, everybody. Oh boy. Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Hi, Dad.
A typical power play. Wait for him to speak first. Show him you've got a backbone.
Say nothing. Look him dead in the eye. Are you in charge of the dock workers? Let's get straight to business. There's a dead body in a tree. I am going to leave.
Have a good day, Mr. Dubois. I'm sure I'll be seeing you around.
Oh, hell yeah, that's his voice. Can I dibs this guy?
Yes, you may.
Yes.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
God we got a voice sample before we
Hell
dove
yeah.
in.
Oh, that's
Yes.
terrific news.
This one,
Yeah.
wait,
it's
this
just
one, I
auto-save.
know, I'm gonna do a manual save too. This one's for you, Clark.
Okay. Thank God. Yay.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Dubois,
Dial-
I hope time is on your side this time. Please, take a seat.
Short walked away.
Hi, have I heard?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello.
I got so hot, I was taking the saving moment to take my sweatshirt off.
That is valid.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Okay, take a seat.
All right.
I'd rather
Just-
stand. Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois? And actually, I'm gonna.
That's our name.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, we might actually have a name, but
Maybe we don't say number 3.
yeah. Well, and also, I'm gonna go ahead and say, I don't care his real name. He will always be Kurt Disco in my eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely hurt, without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Kurt Disco is who he is at his heart. That's his superstar name.
Also, yes, we did come in, stare at him, turn around, left, and came right back.
Technically, we were following Instinct's orders. Instinct was like, let him talk first, and we did. Did he not
True.
talk first to us?
He did. Fuck. Should we sit or stand?
Take a seat, let him talk first.
Excellent,
fair, that's
Mr.
fair,
Dubois.
okay.
I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives you a sly wink.
Short, there's something going on with your mic, and it doesn't always happen, but when it does, it's really fascinating. It gets all crinkly.
Fuck! Should we not have sat down? People are really upset now.
Oh no! Oh, no!
Did we make a bad
Folks, we are
Oh my
one
gosh.
dialogue choice into this conversation. You have to let us go. Like,
We got.
I'm gonna be real. You have to let us go.
They're instilling.
Okay. I guess remain serious. Just stare back at him.
Wink, wink, wink. I want to wink.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarges Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
Ooh.
Aw,
The chair you're sitting in has got to be the most
Gotcha.
uncomfortable chair in the world.
That's
it's
why.
violating your backside.
Okay.
Yikes.
Okay.
Oh, our pain. Oh,
So here's the
the chair's
question.
gonna kill us.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and heal us if it messes us up.
By
next
the way,
roll.
I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Garte. Some people have no manners. It pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with the cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
He points to it again.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, that's 25 real. That's good money. Think of all the stuff you could.
We could do so much karaoke.
We don't know that we have to pay for karaoke. Wait, Gart, thank you, Everett. And take the comically large check. Take the comically large check, but don't say anything. Keep it. I'm good. Leave the check. You can't take that comically large check. You can take that comically large check and shove it up your ass. It's the final one.
I don't want to take the comically large check because I don't want to look like a clown. So, I don't know.
I'm more concerned about bribery. On the other hand, we've asked literally everyone in the city for money.
Yeah, money is nice.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm not opposed to taking money unless it's gonna get us in, like, trouble. But then we did take money from the union negotiator, and that was, like, way more than 25 real. Let's be real.
We took a lot of money, yeah. I maybe first ask, wait, Garte?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah, sure.
I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
I'm trying to remember who Gart.
He's the guy at the cafeteria who's fixing the bird and hates us for what appears to be utterly valid reasons.
Yeah, that's true. Right. Okay. With a grin, he points to the check again. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
I think take the check, but don't say anything.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or...
No.
No.
No, it's cool. What do you want to do, Gina?
I wanted to see how high our volition is, and the answer is very high. I'm trying to figure out how much we can trust our different voices, because they're not always right.
Yeah.
That's true.
But this was a pretty high one. It's 8, and we maxed it with... I mean, not high, but, like... You've got integrity...
I still think no, it's cool. I think keep our integrity. I double down.
Wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. But, sure... if that's what's cool nowadays.
Oh my god, he actually makes me... I'm actually enjoying this. This is great.
Yeah. Oh my god, thank you, ShortOneGaming,
Now,
for the
like
gifts.
Oh my
god.
Oh my god, that's so...
I'm so sorry. I clicked go before.
Let me assure you,
It's okay.
million people are on it as we speak. I've
You
got
guys
my
are all
best
amazing.
hounds looking for that lost gun.
You all
There
rock.
we go.
Sorry, that
Sorry.
was entirely my bad. I just was on autopilot and clicking through. But yes, thank you so much. He says he's looking for the lost gun, which
Like
tells-
our lost gun?
Our lost gun.
Oh, yeah.
He
Your
knows our
lost
name.
gun.
He knows about our gun.
He was involved in whatever happened to us whenever we, before we lost our memory.
I mean, he's involved with us, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. I mean, look, we could have just, I don't know, hit our head because we tripped because we were too drunk. Like, at this point,
True.
we don't know, how do I say this? We
How
don't
far this
currently
goes?
have evidence of a conspiracy around our amnesia. That doesn't mean there isn't one,
yeah.
but we don't have evidence of one currently.
That's true. That is fair. I agree. I think what I was mostly saying is, like, he was involved in whatever events transpired before we had amnesia, whether it was, regardless of whether it was caused by him or his forces or not. So yeah. What?
Lost gun.
What?
He said
Lost gun.
I've got my
That was
best
crazy.
hounds looking for that lost gun.
Lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. That was really freaky. Whoa. Oh no! Armor out! Fuck! Half-light. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
I'm not
you
worried.
know
I
about
got this. Or I would appreciate any help you can provide. I like that.
I like that one. I think he likes...
Yeah.
I don't know. Our friend Leo kept saying how nice this guy is, and obviously I'm not taking Leo at his word, but given Leo's disposition, I feel like the more we can mimic Leo's kind of jovialness,
Kind open,
maybe the better. Because
I feel like Leo was a prep
yeah.
for this. Yeah, in a weird
Are
way.
you all right, Harry? You seem anxious.
Harry Dubois, or
Don't
Dubois
be.
is his name.
Everything's going
Okay.
to be
Harry
all right.
Dubois!
All right.
That's our name!
Cool.
No.
Write it down,
No,
Now,
it's-
now to disregard that forever.
Yeah, I mean, yay, it's a reveal. Nah, it's always been Kurt Disco.
It's always been Kurt Disco. It always will be Kurt Disco.
We're
But
Harry!
check.
He does
And
look like-
check. At the very least, we do have that information, which is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he looks
It's
kind of
not
like a
you
Harry.
left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Interesting.
But the thing is, okay, here's what we know, right? We know this guy, clearly. He knows a ton about us, but the body's still in the tree, right?
Yeah.
Why is the body still in the tree if we've been interacting with this guy a bunch?
Yeah, that's a good... Yeah. For a
yeah,
whole fucking week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Victor's going on a block rampage for Harry Dubois. I agree. Get rid of that. Get that out of here. None of that.
Yay! Thanks, Victor. An unblock rage. That's really funny.
Sorry,
No,
an
no, you don't
unblock.
have to read.
No, you're
No,
good. Sorry, an unblock
good now.
rampage. Whatever. Point being, it was protected. It is no longer protected, but we could protect it again.
I wish there was a way to just immediately change it. Like whenever anybody wrote that into the chat, it rewrote as Kurt Disco.
That would be powerful and beautiful.
Whoa.
I agree.
That would be powerful.
Okay.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Kim?
Oh.
Kim? Oh. Well, not that.
Low. Maybe check in with Kim.
Yeah, we're gonna panic visibly in front of this guy, but there's we're not doing that. -2 because of the chair, -1 because we took the novelty check. Under no circumstances.
Fuck,
All right,
no,
here's
don't
the
do
real
it.
question. Should we load that save? Or should we deal with our consequences?
Ooh.
I don't know. I know what I'd do if I were playing this on my own. But
See, what I would do is I'd play it out, and then I would decide afterwards if I want to reload back or not.
that's valid.
See the full range
That's
of
totally.
options.
You know what? That's totally valid.
All right, fair. Let's check in
We
with
will deal
Kim.
with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
He says as though to himself.
Oh, we do have to, huh?
Fuck,
Oh
we're
my
gonna get
gosh.
killed.
What is it?
Is there
Composure?
anything we can do?
Is there, yeah,
Nah.
anything?
There's nothing. I mean, I can try to say I can't change clothes in the middle of this conversation. So
Kim, can I stand up? Can you sit in this?
But I need to put on a hat
I
first.
know I really need to take off these fingerless gloves.
Kim, what if we switch places? What if you sit in this chair and I stand up now?
Yeah, we're very close. Is the worst thing? We're like 5 points away from a skill up point.
So I guess we just go for it.
I guess we're not gonna. I mean, we're not gonna succeed. Is the problem? We're just not gonna succeed.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
There's an extremely small chance we could, but
No way. No way in hell. We've never gotten lucky. Not in this game so far.
we're just gonna get
Yeah.
hurt.
There we
Damn it.
go.
Damn.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun to those children, and those children are going to shoot themselves with it.
No,
Oh.
I'm not about to cry. And so what?
Oh.
Men can cry
So
too.
what?
You know what?
Men can-
Embrace it. Embrace it. Say men can cry too.
You want to cry? God, you're weak. Whatever you do,
Aw.
don't cry. He'll think you're disgusting.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe not in this
Mr.
setting, but I do think
Dubois,
it's
you
valid
don't
that men
look
should
so
be able
good.
to cry.
Yes, this is a bad setting for us to actually act on that theory, but
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh man.
What is this Mr. Dubois he keeps repeating? What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill!
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
The large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You're in some stupor.
keeps
Oh,
sliding down the
no!
chair like a jello shot. There are no Harrys! Let your mind go to
You might
safe
go to a
place.
safe space.
Oh,
I like the
fuck.
Jello shot. You just keep sliding.
No, he's having a panic attack, and I'm not happy about it.
No, it's bad. It's a bad time
really
for
sad.
him.
Well,
I
Everett
also get it. I mean, it's been a long time coming. The fact that he hasn't had one prior to this moment is shocking.
that is
Oh
true.
my god, yeah. No, look, he's not done great, but up to this point he's done better than expected, I'd say.
Yeah. While Everett is distracted by your odd behavior, the lieutenant's eyes are mapping everything around you. The folder, desk, papers on the wall.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Yeah, we've been
Yes.
having a medical emergency for the past 24 hours.
Yeah, we probably should
honestly.
have reported it to a hospital by now.
Yeah. Maybe you could use your hands somehow in a kind of throwing motion, like you're throwing that Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Nah, I'm as good as it gets, Mr. Dubois.
No, don't say that.
Nope. Oh yeah, man, I'm fucking great. Keep sliding. Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water, sit upright, and I'm melting.
Number 3.
Yeah. This seems
Yeah.
strangely unlikely, but yes.
What an odd demonstration of... Huh? You got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time, and I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Yeah.
Totally very busy. Wasn't
Yep.
going to just go to karaoke. I'm here to do important business.
We're
Oh
here
my
to-
God. This has been a
Goodness.
nightmare interaction, can I just
Okay,
say?
enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Kim, I feel
Thank
so
you.
bad for Kim.
Kim just
I
letting
just-
this happen, though. Kim's just like, well...
But what are you supposed to, I mean, yes, but also, like, I don't know. What can...
Kim should have
I guess
called
he
the
could have stepped
hospital
in
by
earlier.
now. I'm just saying. Like,
Honestly, you're right.
look,
Like,
I like Kim, but also he is actively enabling this behavior.
That is definitely true.
yeah.
He's disapproving of it, but he's not putting a stop to it.
I mean, I guess he's got the, like, your well-being as a person is not my responsibility attitude, which I don't know. I don't know if that's
don't
the right
know.
attitude
It's
to
not-
have.
I mean, it's not like they're friends. I think
That's
think
true.
the attitude makes a lot of sense. Kim doesn't owe a shit. He's just like, you're a disaster. You're going through your own thing, but we got to get that body down.
But that's
So-
yeah, he
that's
should
kinda how I
definitely
see him.
disown us. If Kim was on his own, he would have gotten the body down by now.
Oh,
He would have
yes.
found a step ladder, right?
Absolutely.
That's the answer, is you get a step ladder and you climb up the step ladder. We're going and engaging with union bosses to try to get the body down. Kim should not be with us.
Cool
yeah,
Shannon
you're
makes a
right.
good
We have
point.
definitely overcomplicated this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just saying that, like, Kim should have immediately been like, this is not okay. I'm gonna call the police, not the police, I'm gonna call the doctor, and you're gonna go deal with that, and I'm gonna get the body down from the tree and be a cop, because God knows we are making everything worse.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
We took money from a union negotiator.
Hell yeah, we did.
It was
Hell
our
yeah.
first action.
Hell yeah, we did.
God, okay.
Oh my god. Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
We got this.
It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
Will they?
Until
Until the
roll
union
through.
is involved in local drug. Oh, geez, this is getting ahead of ourselves. Aren't you going to ask me how I got in? You called me Mr. Dubois. Why? Could you help me get a dead body down from a tree? Let's talk about my lost gun. I want to talk about the hanging. I met Joyce, the company representative. Okay, wow, these are a huge variety of things.
Let's start with Mr. Dubois. Let's start with our name.
Really?
Really? That feels like we're coming out way too hot with that one.
You want to
Oh.
start with the help me get a dead body down from a tree?
Yeah, do you think that would end the whole conversation or no? Probably not. None of these seem to.
No, I don't think it will.
Yeah, I don't want to ask about the union being involved in the local drug trade.
I do, maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess not, because then we're we're letting them know. If we ask both, I met Joyce and also the local drug trade, suddenly it's like a, hey, Joyce has asked us to investigate this. Let's just ask about the dead body.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
ask about that first. Sure. Yeah.
You
no
might-
longer voiced.
Yeah. You might have noticed that there's one hanging on the tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh
my.
He smiles pleasantly.
Wait, okay, I have to throw it in my nose. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Yes,
Matter?
that's perfect.
Mr. Clare, this man was hanged with a cargo belt, a steel reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
Yeah, the belt thing. Say nothing. You are a community leader. Help your community out.
I like that one,
Yeah.
personally. Yeah.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
He licks his fat lips and smiles.
Okay, don't do that.
No.
That and suckle.
I'm suckling.
He's preparing his lips for suckling is what's going on there.
But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
He picks up the handset of a radio phone to his right
Oh
and
my
clicks
god.
a button.
He's gonna get the body
Oh
out
my
of
god.
the tree.
Is he gonna say,
That's
cut it down?
awesome. Is it about to happen?
Are we about to get the body down?
Is it this episode? John Luke, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body and a tree problem, and they need help with it. Namely, that they need it taken down. And Sean, please take it easy with the race science. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race science.
He hangs up and turns back to you. He literally just said, help him get a body down, don't be racist.
Yeah, I'm into that.
I love it. Great.
I wish all heads of like police worked in that tandem. Like, go get the body, don't be racist.
I wish the head of police was involved in this situation and not the union guy.
And not this man.
Yeah, like nothing against the union guy. I just feel like he shouldn't be the only one with resources to get the body down from the tree.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Okay, now here's the question.
Oh, what did he say up here? He said you can, where can we find him? Down at the gates. Okay.
It's where he was before. We just made him where he was.
Yep.
Can't miss him. Great guy. Okay.
Great. Great guy.
Which of the rest of these do we want to ask? I guess is the question I have.
I want to know about Dubois. I'm willing to ask that question. I want to know
He's
his
gonna
answer.
be like, it's your name, son.
That's fine.
I was gonna say number 4. Let's talk about my last gun, and track it down. Gun.
Yeah.
And then maybe
can ask about the gun.
Dubois. I don't know.
Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yeah.
Yes, your lost gun.
His face turns serious.
My best men are on it. They're turning every stone. I can't remember. Here we go. They're turning every stone, searching for every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that.
He winks at you.
Ding, wink. It's just a matter of time.
So is the question here, is our goal to beat him to it then? Do we want to find the gun before he finds the gun?
I guess so.
I don't know. I can't tell.
Ooh.
I can't tell what our relationship is with this guy. Like, he's got a ton of like physical acting going on that obviously is setting off a lot of red flags. But but also I don't know what the harm is in letting him find the gun. He can use it against us. But for what? So that we don't levy the drug charges against him, maybe?
Maybe he says like because then he can report us as like an officer that lost his gun, or
I guess so. It depends on like
kill us.
But
we
Kim
can't
can
assume
also...
anything. Yeah, Kim can take us out too. We can't report on anything until we know our relationship, which is weird that we can't figure it out. You know.
Yeah. Oh my God, Victor, you're right. Jake, you are starting to sound like Cicero from Skyrim.
Well, thank you.
He's happy to see you.
Cicero.
It's really good.
What's happening over there, Gina?
Hold on, Gina. Are you
Okay.
okay? The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
That's not necessarily true because we do actually have a lead on the gun, right? From the pawn shop.
Oh, I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, because we pawned it. We pawned our gun. We didn't lose it. We pawned it, and then it was bought by a woman who dyes her hair.
Oh yeah.
Facts.
Yes,
I'm trying to summon them from the ether. So we do actually have a lead. We don't need to work with him on the gun, which is why we might actually be able to say that. Oh, it's literally right here. Wait, the gun may have been bought from Roy's pawn shop. Have your men factored that in? We could do that.
Yeah, do we want to reveal that to him?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, just might as well say it. Might as well say it. Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Yes, thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. My men have indeed.
He makes air quotes.
Factored that in that you pawned it.
Okay, all right. Condescending. I realize we
do
earned
kind
that.
of.
Now, please, let the professionals do their jobs. Kick back, Harry. Relax. I have great guys on this. You focus on what's important, building a relationship for the good of Martinez.
What? No, wait, no, that's not.
I know his voice has gone somewhere strange, by the way.
I'm okay with it. Let it go on this journey, and we'll see where it ends up.
It definitely is on a journey, though. I think we all can acknowledge.
It's in flux right now, yeah.
A little bit. It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
I will not be blackmailed with this gun business. I don't care about my gun. Keep it. And does this mean if I do things for you, I get my gun back? I kind of want to do this one.
I want to say number one.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, don't get me wrong. It's about building relationships, but also that works two ways.
Yeah, we need to push back a little bit, you know? Yeah. We can't just be I don't know. We can't just be walked all over.
Yeah. Harry, I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun is a dangerous thing. I can't have it around in my neighborhood. Task complete.
Ooh, track down your gun.
Level up.
Okay, his tone is suddenly very serious.
Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves. Get a hold of yourself, Harry. You're a wizard, Harry.
Can I just say, I'm trying... So far, he seems kind of on the up and up.
I mean, he's
not like. I mean, look, he obviously tried to give us the check to bribe us, and all of like factored into that check that we failed was a ton of like different factors. So clearly, he works on a number of factors. But like, I don't know.
He's definitely smarmy though.
Oh,
I mean, he seems like a very quintessential like lawful evil character. Like
that's
where,
valid. Yeah.
You know, like you can. He works within a set of like rules, you know, like a rule set, and if you play within that rule set, you can get what you want, as long as he's getting what he wants out of it too.
Yeah, as long as he's also seeing something from the exchange.
I think that makes the most sense because like he's very D&D evil, not typical evil. It feels like.
Yes.
I'm definitely getting that vibe
he comes
from
off
him.
As like a morally selfish man and will like, you know, that is his priority. But yeah, like you said, D&D evil is accurate. But again, this is our first interaction with him. So
we'll see.
Who's to even say?
Mm-hmm.
Not really sure, but yeah.
I assure you, we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well.
Oh, the lieutenant is concerned about the lost gun and feels the fact that you haven't prioritized looking for it is unfortunate, if inevitable, and doesn't put the RCM in a good light.
We're doing stuff, Kim. Like the drug thing that we spent a lot of time on and then bailed on.
Excellent, Mr. Kisaragi. That's excellent news.
He claps his hands together.
Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands.
Yeah, you're right, Gina. We're gonna have to compete against him.
Okay.
To
Who finds
find
it first?
All right. Well,
Yeah.
we didn't give him additional information though, because it seemed like he already knew about the gun pawning thing.
Mhm.
So, okay.
Which means if we say number 1, he's probably gonna be like, "Yes, I know about this. What about it?" Like, he might already know.
But we don't have
But-
evidence of it. We didn't get that far.
True.
We never
You probably
found
don't wanna
out who the
say it.
woman is. Because we
Yeah.
didn't want to do it. We didn't do that check. So I don't think we should do this yet because we don't have the stuff we need to back it.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, you're right. We didn't really follow that through.
Deliberately so. We found information that made us stop for a moment. But because of that, I'm afraid that this is jumping the gun.
That's fair.
As is this.
Jumping
maybe.
the gun train. Oh my god, we are back
The gun
on
train.
I was trying to decide whether to make a pun out of it, and I'm like, it doesn't quite land, but we did it anyway, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
I tried to make it work. I was gonna say number 5 actually. Like maybe he can give us some information about the hanging man. Like the body that we need to get down.
That'd be helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez.
He nods.
I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help you, like I'm helping you with the body and your lost gun.
Oh.
I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much
Secret
talk
task.
about it. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
Since there's a but, say nothing. I'm gonna say nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say
But-
he's gonna say it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open. So he can tell us news, but that doesn't get him in trouble. I get it.
Yeah.
Yes, that sounds good.
The lieutenant says with a slow nod.
Let's do that. But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me.
Suddenly, he slaps himself on the forehead.
You're the police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
Yeah. I mean, it took us a really long time to get a wooden plank off of a door, so I don't know. I've opened a few
Yeah, I don't
more
know
doors
about
in
that.
my life. You've heard wrong, or probably not. Kim, is that true? Are we door-opening machines?
I would do that. I think that's funny.
Oh, Kim.
I'm not sure I understand.
He looks at the union boss.
If you're asking for us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
He means opportunities.
I will say,
now.
any opportunity to drag Kim into the conversation, kicking and screaming, is something that I relish. Like, Kim, you don't get to
Kim,
just stand here and be
be
smug.
involved.
You have to be involved.
Yeah. You're on this case too.
You're on this case, Kim. You gotta dirty your hands.
Come now, I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing, absolutely nothing shady about it.
Why don't you just open it by yourself? Whose door? I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging. Damn it, fine. I'll
Ooh, we could be spicy.
Hey.
Whose door is it?
I like whose door is it too. He's probably not gonna say.
No one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry
See,
about.
that's the worst answer you could have given me.
Don't like that.
That
Don't like
means
that
you,
at all.
you do not see this person as human, and therefore bad things are going to happen to them. Why don't you
What
just
about
open it yourself?
Yeah.
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have the extraordinary physique you do.
He slams his fists together.
You could run around all day.
Oh, you have misjudged our build, man. You might want to take a step back and look at our build. Look at our numbers.
We barely made it here with that flying leap. Like
You want to send... Oh, gosh. Jeff Packard's Gatorade bar. You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you? I repeat, I'm very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi. And therefore, I must occasionally enlist outside help.
he turns back to you.
So what will it be, Harry?
Whoa, what do you mean by a weasel?
What do you mean by a weasel? Yeah.
A loud, blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
He removes his glasses and rubs his nose.
just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so that I can discuss business with you.
He puts his glasses back on.
Oh, gosh.
Can you hear that dog barking outside?
I cannot. You're good.
Okay,
Do
that's
not
good.
worry.
Discord keeps flashing, so Discord's picking it up, but I didn't know if it was actually being heard.
Discord heard it and said, I disregard this.
Thank you, Discord.
All right. Do we want to do it?
Where to go?
What do we want to do? Also, I'm going to go ahead and bring this up. We have been eating through all of our healing items. We need to figure out some way to replenish those.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just gonna. I just want to acknowledge it. I know we've been leaning on them pretty hard, and we probably want to find some way to replenish those.
Interesting.
We're fine. We're still in a position where we can take risks, but just as a heads up.
Do we even want to say 4, or is that too spicy?
I don't think we should.
I don't think we should.
Okay. All right.
I'm interested in the dialogue, but I also he knows. I'm just going to go out on a big old limb here.
Yeah, he does
know.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels like you're right. It's kind of a foolish thing to say, like a naive.
So basically, are we gonna do this or not?
That's the question: is do we want to do this or not? Do we want to do this or not?
I mean, we do need to. I mean, we need to get information out of him because we do need to know about the murder.
This is hard.
This is a hard one.
I genuinely, yeah,
I'm inclined to accept it. Doesn't mean we have to follow through on it, but we could accept it.
Yeah.
Maybe. You know?
I guess so.
It even has this weird thing where it's like refuse the task for now.
For now.
It's like you're gonna have to do the task.
And frankly, if we have to do this task, I'd much rather not come back groveling.
Yeah, I think I'd rather
fine.
just take it now. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level.
Good point, Cool's champion. We might as well play both sides.
Wait, is Joyce the capitalist side? Because she's looking into like the drug runners. I didn't interpret that as. Is she trying to
yeah, I guess she's sort of a separate issue.
Yeah, like is she trying to get the strike lifted by leveraging the drugs thing against them? I thought that was separate, but
she is trying to. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I don't remember it. I honestly don't remember what her end goal was. I thought she just wanted to get into the harbor. Like she just wanted to get into the harbor, which like now we could walk up to her and be like, "Hey, did you know that there's this cool path where you can walk up along the roof?" Okay.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, she's trying to get into the harbor.
Yeah, I just thought that was for her, not to get the harbor reopened. But I
mean, I figured that it was so that like her people's boats could start coming back in. I don't know. I'm not really sure.
Yeah. Okay, then. Well, I mean, we took it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Decision made.
Okay. I think this is you, Short.
Oh, did I not already
Or
say
did
that?
you read this or no?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
I read this one. You can keep
He
going.
flicks his fingers. Okay, open apartment door.
You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations, hardened socialist, a real free thinker too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is.
He smiles, obviously satisfied with how well he planned it all out.
One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want the weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Okay. Okay.
Stop calling him a weasel.
Yeah, I don't love that. What do we want to ask any of these other things?
I'm still interested in Mr. Dubois, but we don't have to ask it.
I mean, he might just say, like, that's your name, isn't it? Like, say something. I don't know.
think he'll get mad at us.
He might laugh. He might think
Yeah.
it's a joke. Honestly.
Of course, let us dispatch with formalities. You call me Everett. I call you Harry.
Okay, yeah. That's what the hanged corpse called you, Harry. Inland Empire.
Yeah. No, it did at the beginning.
That's true.
Yep. So that's really my name?
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you?
He shrugs with an amazed expression.
What are the odds of that?
Ooh, I'm freaked out a little bit. Oh.
I think the odds of that
He looks at
are
you.
very low.
By the way, Kim and Everart's voices have like journeyed towards each other.
I know, I know, I've
They've
been
met,
feeling it.
They've met in the middle.
I need to hear Evart again.
It's true. My memory is a bit hazy. My memory's fine. I'm just testing you. I'm gonna follow Kim's lead here.
Yeah.
Okay. So good to hear. I'm trying to separate them again. So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong.
He pats the brown folder in front of him.
However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out with my big fat folder. Is that better or worse?
I hated it, but it was better.
I think it's a little better. It truly is a journey. It's sort of every line you read, it's a little different.
It is. It's really.
I'm finding it. Now I
That's
just
fine.
forget what he sounded like in the first place.
Not that. But we might never hear it again, so I don't know.
I don't know about that. I have a funny feeling we're going to be talking to this man a couple times.
Oh no, definitely. I just.
So, words flow like a river of honey from his lips. Gross.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten a hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant inspects Everart over his spectacles.
Mr.
He had an English accent when he started.
Oh, he
Like,
did.
Oh my god. Oh no. Did I just disconnect from everybody? Can you all still hear me? What just happened? Oh, Discord? Okay, so you all can hear me. Discord. I think the Discord issue is on my end this time. Oh no. Fascinating. All right, well, here we go. I'm gonna leave that server. Here we go. Oh, it won't even let me disconnect. That's fun. Oh no. Nope, it's just down. Yep, it's just down. There goes Discord. It's dead. Well, it's just you and me, everyone. Thank you for the guac for me. But it's PETA for everyone else, and that's a real gosh darn shame.
Wait, am I back?
You're back. It was me. It was my end. Everything died on my end. Discord just completely shut down. The stream's still fine. They could hear me, but you're back. Allison's gone for good, it looks like.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Here you go. I'm gonna stream the game to you again.
Okay, here we are.
Well, I'm glad you're here with me. That's
Hi.
great.
Did it just break down? Was it a connection thing?
It just completely disconnected. Which is a little spooky considering I'm hosting everything. So fascinating. I'm gonna blame again. I think let's blame Discord until anything else goes wrong.
Always blame Discord. Allison's freaking out. Aw, Discord won't let her back in.
Oh, okay. Wait, maybe it was Discord entirely. Did it blip for you too?
Did what blip?
Did Discord like reload or anything?
No, I'm on the same thing. I just exited the call and then came back on.
Okay. It might have been a Discord like wide problem. Well, sure. We'll talk.
Just keep going.
Yeah, I mean, we can keep playing, I guess.
Oh, there she is.
Hey.
There she is.
What the hell?
I have no idea. Discord completely shut on me too. Like it just shut. I had to relaunch it.
That's what happened with me. It took a really long time for it to come back up.
Well, that's very odd. Sorry, everybody. I realized we just kind of completely snapped out of Disco Elysium tone, but that was a bit of a journey we all went on.
It was really weird because like Jake and I could not hear you or see the stream anymore, but we could still hear each other. And we were like, what's happening? Is it just us? Is the stream gone?
I can confirm it was guac for me the whole way through. So
weird.
Yeah, not on Discord. Discord was bad, but the stream stayed. The game's fine. So okay, cool.
Odd.
That was a very strange hiccup.
Weird. Well, let's just keep going.
It was real weird. Yeah, okay.
Mr. Kurosaki.
Kitsuragi.
I'm focusing on the voice, so I'm not reading. Kitsuragi,
okay.
would you mind?
His eyes never leave yours.
Me and Harry have been talking about his lost identity right now.
Asking too many questions will make you look weak. You should maybe focus on the folder.
That's fair.
Drama.
Drama?
We could win that.
Ooh.
We have another stat point.
Yeah.
We have a stat point. Want to put in a drama?
We could do that.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah.
And Kurt Disco is dramatic as hell, so...
I mean, he is a superstar.
Play the actor, lie, and detect lies.
Hell yeah.
Are we doing this?
Oh.
Yes.
I'm cool with it. Yeah.
Boom.
Boom. Flip it. Let's see. What do we got?
We got this.
A little better.
I guess.
It's still low. This is a red check. It cannot be retried. Don't like that, though.
I mean, we have to try it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Hello.
Brushing sweat off my brow. All right.
Ooh, I'm clutching my chest
Okay.
like a grandmother clutching her pearls.
I slouched all the way down in my chair.
Oh, wow. As you look at the folder, Everett covers it with his hand and pets it. Is he trying to hide that it's not a real RCM folder? It certainly doesn't have the RCM stamp on it.
That's not
Call
an
him out.
RCM folder.
Okay. Okay, Harry, you got me.
He
I'm
says,
finding
grinning.
it. I'm finding it. Fuck off. Fuck off.
I didn't say anything.
You're roped in with that other one's judgment. All right. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are obviously corrupt. You should do something about them. Silence.
Yeah.
Chip Eckerd's Gatorade Bar. He got the name from the Census Bureau and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
All right, so he doesn't actually know all that much about us.
Shit. Okay.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau, like I said.
He looks annoyed.
Now, I'm actually a very busy man, so is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's actually
Okay.
really good information to know.
That's makes me feel so much better, yeah. A penny, the mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the Census
Okay.
Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up okay. Let's move on.
Okay. That was a really long... that was a very winding journey, that conversation.
It
but...
was, although admittedly, Discord died in the middle of it, so it felt longer than it was.
That's true. Anything else we want to talk to him about, or you just want to get the heck out of here?
I kind of want to get the heck out of here. I mean,
Sure.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Let's go check on the body.
Let's go.
Yeah,
let's
we gotta
go
go
get the body out of the tree.
Let's go get our dude and go get the body down.
Yes.
Yes. Wait.
He leans, reaches
It's a
into
typo.
a drawer. Oh.
There's no comma
reaches.
there.
Okay. He leans, reaches into his drawer, and pulls out a plastic card.
You need this to get in and out of the gate.
Yes. Thanks. I was
Oh.
wondering how I'm supposed to get out, and great, wouldn't want to get stuck in here. Great.
They're both fine. Great.
Here.
Cool.
You're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care, Harry.
I mean, that's cool. That's fine. I'm fine with that as opposed to the alternative. It's
Does chat want us to not get the body down
No,
because
get
of
the body
channel
down.
points?
No, we have to make organic.
Get the body down.
We have to make organic choices. We cannot be swayed. I know it's on the line, but we cannot be swayed.
Get that body down. Prove to them.
It wouldn't be a bet if we were swayed.
Exactly.
so-
We have to be an unbiased third party. Yes, yes, yes. Shipyard is already oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping.
Yes, Allison, just like that.
It's beautiful, Allison. Thank you for the Foley.
It's the sound of sleeping machines.
Go, 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 go.
Time's it.
Go,
Ooh.
go, go.
I guess it's like nighttime.
Yeah.
Like 8
Stop.
o'clock,
Wait,
right?
there was a yes, I want that. Whale Fjord. Okay.
What? Oh, okay.
All right, get up there. Go. Go. All right. Oh shoot, how am I supposed to get? Maybe I needed to go through the gate. Is it this gate? Wait a sec. Is it this?
I think so.
Okay. It's this gate
Right,
right
'cause
over
we
here.
had to jump,
Right.
remember?
Yep. Exactly. Cool.
We would have had to jump back up or
Yeah.
climb or.
Get on Kim's shoulders.
I guess
Just
I was
try to
wondering how
clamber.
we get out of there.
Here we go.
What's the point in being a detective duo if you can't climb on each other's shoulders and
Right?
give each
That's
other
the whole
boosts?
That's what
my
I've learned
favorite
with video
trope in
games.
buddy cops.
Yeah, well, and
Yeah.
also video games. If you have a partner, at some point they're gonna help you climb up a ledge or something.
Yeah, I should be able to vault off of him.
Your race descent has
Oh,
only
yeah.
worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
I was under the impression that you were supposed to tone that down. I think your boss said tone that down.
Yeah.
Everett said, told you to help get the body down from the tree.
Let's just tell him that. Oh yeah, I was voicing him. So it was. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior, then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning and I will remove the body
Hell
from
yeah.
the tree with my bare hands.
Yes,
Thanks.
yes.
You're so
God.
noble, Measurehead.
All right, tone it down, Measureheads, babe.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. He turns to the lieutenant.
That's
Both
fine.
of you. What?
Easy.
No.
Wait,
He wants us to stay here. No.
Yeah, because then we can cross.
why do people not see how small and frail we are? I
Hello,
don't
we're here
understand.
to guard the bridge now.
No.
No, we need to go with him to
Oh,
make
yeah.
sure he takes the body down. That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union side.
Wait, that means showing everyone that we're
Oh.
taking orders from the Union. Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that?
I would
Okay?
start with that.
This?
I
Yeah.
would start with number 2.
Sure. Yeah.
This is uncomfortable result of not taking it down ourselves. I can live with the compromise.
Okay.
Okay. Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup. Oh my god, fuck
Haplogroup.
off.
What is the
Measurehead, will
word?
you leave?
What is? Well, yes,
Fine.
that's the point.
I'm gonna say
What is
fine.
haplogroup?
Huh?
Okay, then. What is the
Oh
haplogroup?
no, and I don't care.
All
Yeah,
right,
go
move
take
on.
the body down from the tree.
It's a group of alleles in an organism that are inherited together from a single parent.
Thank you.
It's like I don't know, like high school genetics.
Go. That
Yeah.
sounds about right.
All right.
Oh, Allison, I just saw your text that said help from when Discord went down.
From like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time. Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, he's just gonna go.
He's just gonna go, and we're gonna hang out with Measurehead's
So-
babe.
Is he just gonna go and take it down and then come back and be like, I took the body down,
I think,
and then
I
we
think
go
they-
back
yes,
and
I think that's correct because A, it gets them out of animating the body falling, and B,
yeah.
if there's something on the body that he needs to get off the body, he's gonna do it, and we're gonna regret it in the future. So,
Yep.
yeah.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves. She turns to you.
So you guys are like cops or something? Why are you with Measurehead?
Why are you with Measurehead?
Yeah, we're the law around here. We say as we are intimidated by the Union enforcers. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You argue with Measurehead.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's so he's craniometric perfection. Are you cops or what? I don't apparently so.
Apparently so.
Cool. Yeah. I like men with guns and power.
The woman twirls her hair.
I'm Katya, by the way. Do we know
Hi, Katya.
from something? Is Katya? Why does that name sound familiar?
I don't
Katya?
know.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
We've heard her name, unless it was said earlier at some point. Like
that?
here, whenever we were with Measurehead. Oh, the lieutenant looks towards the yard.
That sound, he's breaking something.
Is he knocking the whole fucking tree down?
Oh, yeah. Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it. I also wish that I could see it. I don't.
Yes.
I also wish that I could see it.
Yeah. Oh. Uh-oh. The scab leader saw us.
Look at you RCM rent-a-cops!
A loud voice booms in from below.
Guarding that bridge like Everett's lapdogs? Is that where you are? Where it's at now? The RCM is for sale.
Ooh. And who are you?
The lieutenant fires back.
What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
Damn, Kim!
I'll work for whoever I want. Yes, I'm an unbelievably corrupt cop. I'm corrupt in every opportunity I get. That's none of your business.
I don't know if he would read that as a joke, is the problem.
I don't either. There is part of me that would love to play this game and just pick the dumbest option every time. Not even in a moral alignment, just like a no thoughts.
Yeah, like you have no like inhibition at all. You just say the first thing that comes to mind, basically. Yeah. That's a way to play this game, I feel like.
I just never found super ego. I'll work for whoever I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, see?
It's really indignant.
Or
One
just
in
that's
3.
none of your business. Just do that.
I already clicked it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's all right. Oh, a shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. And
is he gonna kill Kuno?
No, I think he's wrecking the tree. Like,
yeah, I think so. The man turns to look behind him, at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
He either broke the tree or he absolutely obliterated the body. We're gonna find out soon.
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
Fuck. Yeah. I don't know.
did a little
slowly walk past. The corpse has been removed from the tree. He brushes wooden flakes off his hands.
He wrecked the tree.
I hate
Stand
this.
down and congratulate yourself.
I hate
You have
this.
sided with race victory today.
Your boss asked you to tone it down, man.
He said don't say these things.
Let's see. There has been no side choosing. We did what we had to do to keep order. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you for your cooperation,
Thank you for
Measurehead.
cooperation. Just let's move it along.
All right. No, I
Farewell,
don't want to subscribe
ham
to his race
sandwich.
theory. I want this option to disappear so I don't accidentally click it. All right.
Also, he just said we're a union man now.
Fine. I don't disagree. I just wish you were different.
You wouldn't say it.
Oh, God.
So, how'd you like our
Oh yeah, it's Mignana.
Yes.
I don't remember who was voicing him. Shit. He stares at me with hazy eyes.
I think
it was you, Allison.
Yeah.
Was it
I might be
me?
wrong.
I don't have any fucking clue what he
it was
sounded
nice
like.
enough.
How'd you like? Oh, okay. It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. He notes solemnly, then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face. Right. You talk to the boss eye to eye, like men of the plains. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk. I think that's what it
we
sounded
need
like.
the key.
Oh.
Everett said you have a key to his door. Oh, Corey wants to play fetch. Now is a bad time for this.
That is a bad time.
Oh yeah, we did need it. A key, huh? He runs his fingers through his mustache. What door is this key supposed to open?
Said it belonged to a weasel. I was hoping you could tell me, and I don't know, some whistleblower. I think I was hoping you could tell me.
Yeah, I kind of like that one, number 2. Of course. I got you. You don't know anything. He taps the side of his nose with a little wink. I got that key right here. Now let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I saw an opportunity and I took it. I'm a hustle grinder.
Hustle grinder, baby.
I heard something about a weasel, and it didn't sound like a local polar weasel, if you know what I mean. Wink. I'm not opening
Don't
this
say
door.
that.
No, don't say that. I don't know what he means.
If you know what I mean, I do not. I'm not opening this door for myself. I'm opening for all working men, and I'm not really doing this for political reasons.
We could go communism. We don't.
I don't know who this is.
Yeah, I have no clue what we're doing. Or who it's for. I mean, yeah. I knew this man was
a commie.
I knew this man was a commie. He smiles, tilting his head. It's a good thing you're doing, too. Thanks. I mean, we might as well lean into the communism.
I mean...
We've already decided that we're communists, so...
Yeah. I'm gonna say yes. The only reason I'm hesitating is because I do not know whose door this is, and that's the only thing that's giving me major pause right now.
We have
is
no
I don't know
idea.
whose door
Literally
this is.
no idea.
Yeah.
Very valid. Yes, those are being a communist and knowing whose door this is are both
are
two
different
separate
very
issues.
very separate topics is the thing.
Yes. Yeah. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay.
Okay, but where did you get that key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella.
Nice fella.
He talked about life and things that really, truly matter. His gaze wanders off into the distance. None of this mess we're in. Isn't jiving and juggling. What's it for? He doesn't wait for you to answer. To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this task, this weasel person, when he'll be home?
He shakes his head. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we're fighting for. A man takes a big sip from his flask. Oh, who he is and what they're fighting for. This is interesting.
Why are you striking? Hey, you're the man in boots at the gate. Kuno said you'd know about the arm. Oh yeah, we needed to talk to him anyway.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
He smiles. The little boy did good on his promise.
His promise?
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words, not mine.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, that's fair. That tracks. Yeah. Don't worry.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Can I just say, just taking a big step back, it does crack me up that Call Me Tomorrow man does get called Mañana by everybody that knows him. It just, like, that feels like it backfired as
Call Me Mañana.
Yeah, it feels like it backfired as a joke name pretty hard on Mañana here. I just wanted to call attention to it. I've noticed I got the joke, but it is very funny.
Yes. Thank you.
Sorry, I
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know. So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere. The cop's in his back pocket, and he's the king of Gemrock. Are you talking about Kuno?
Yeah, he's talking about Kuno.
Okay.
No.
Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there. And it still got me into trouble. He smiles. One bad move is all it takes.
So Kuno used us to
Kuno
what?
Used us.
Scare you?
Scare you?
Probe into the armor. What did you learn? That's probably a better.
Ooh, that's probably better to ask, I guess. I learned that people don't want to talk about drunk Union Man about some armor. Talk to a drunk Union Man about some armor. Okay.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of technical stuff?
Yeah. I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. He explains with a wry smile. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much of a hassle. More of a job for some militia, sorry.
Hold on.
Militia.
4 parts, helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about the leggings? Sure.
The leggings?
Sure.
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Gives you a jolly shrug. Forget about them. I did.
It's a weird thing to
job?
say.
Okay, that is a weird thing to
I'm gonna
say.
find one piece of it, one is enough. I'm gonna find all the pieces. Actually, I have a better things to do. I almost clicked that by accident. I'm gonna say one piece.
Sure.
I
Yeah,
think one
at
piece
least
makes
one.
the most
Yeah.
nice and balanced.
The lieutenant nods.
Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Fair enough. Smart choice. The mustache man agrees. It's only that one spot you need armored too. The one the bullet hits.
All right, I am gonna ask this about Kuno just to see if we're right that.
Yeah. It's a minor nuisance. It's all good. He contemplates taking a swig from his flask. He thinks. Not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then. Okay, electrochemistry.
All right.
Every time electrochemistry is just like, those are drugs.
Yeah. Or just electrochemistry needs to pipe down a little bit.
Substance.
Yeah. Thanks, Manana.
Yeah. No problem. He finally takes a swig from the flask. If you see that kid, thank him from calling me Manana. Thank him for showing me the way. He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Right.
I think we should do number 2. Any idea who killed the hangman? Just see if he knows.
That's a good question. Yeah. Mercenary, eh? He shrugs. Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? He shakes his head solemnly.
The merc was hanged with a very specific type of cargo belt, one often used in heavy transport areas, for example, harbors.
Yeah. What a thought! He scoffs, looking shocked. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Allison, this is a really
Pushed
good
out.
voice, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
I've kind
you.
of fallen for
This
it.
is a
It's
really good
lovely.
voice, yeah.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you're dead guy? He was an enemy combatant. Wait, what?
Hold up, what does that mean?
Hold up.
Did you kill... Hold up, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men with all sorts of skills.
We're learning stuff.
Yeah. He's not lying about not doing it himself.
Understood.
The lieutenant takes a note.
This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
What? Kim, I feel like he's been really useful. I don't know. I mean, I see what Kim's getting at. Yeah. No problem. I wish the best for you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search. He takes a sip from his flask.
Alright, it was good talking with you. Cool,
Yeah.
we're gonna... Before,
I like manana.
I do too. Before it's too late in the evening, I think we should go check out
We
the
gotta
body.
check that body.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely should.
Hello,
Yep.
racist man.
Bye,
Good
racist
call.
man.
Bye, racist man. We'll come back and talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if the body.
Oh wait,
if
do
the
I have
body's
to
on the
cash?
ground.
Body.
Body. Do I have to cash that check? Is that a...
You mean the comically large check?
Yeah, I do.
That's a good question.
I have to cash it.
Oh, that sucks.
It's so big, though.
I mean, we need to get this. We need to get the money. We need the real.
Worthless in a
because
pawn
we need
shop. So yeah, we have tonight covered, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we already paid for
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah, we already
So-
paid for tonight, but we are gonna need it for tomorrow. Yeah.
Yep.
Is it down?
Well,
Wait.
that's
oh,
one way.
great.
to
There it
do
is. It's down.
Awesome. Well, guys, we did it. We got the body down. Yeah.
No one
Victory
can
to all those who are victorious. Failure to all those who are not victorious. It is resolved.
I'm proud of us.
It is done.
I'm proud of us. Yay!
Prediction result resolved. All right.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Do that one.
We got it down.
You know
my
what?
We got a lot of experience.
Also, kudos to Measurehead, because it looks like he tore the branch down and then very gently laid the body down in the field.
Yeah,
So-
honestly, thanks, Measurehead, I guess,
Yeah,
for...
I guess.
I guess.
Mr.
Yay.
Measurehead has done a good job.
The lieutenant nods approvingly.
Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
A field autopsy?
Ooh.
Yes.
He covers his nose and lists.
1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We're on number 3.
Okay.
What the fuck are they on about?
Welcome
Try not
back.
to yell. I'm
Cop's
in
gonna cut his shit up!
Don't we have someone else for this? A doctor? Don't we have someone else to cut his shit up open? And got it. Both of these are the same.
Drama. I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah,
You dipped for but a moment, and then,
Okay,
then
alright.
you're back.
but you were
Yeah.
here long
Here we
enough for Kuno, and that's what matters. So,
Yeah.
um,
Don't we have someone else for this? A doctor? Like, yeah.
Kim liked that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm glad Kim liked that. That was a reasonable thing to say.
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain, from autopsy to cleanup to social work, everything.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
honorary rank of detective? Yes, I feel like a detective. I don't think I'm a detective.
Wait, honorary? Number 1?
In honor and a burden attached to your rank once you've proven yourself able, usually after 5 to 8 years of field work. Mine is lieutenant detective.
Oh,
Yes, I feel
okay.
like a detective. I don't think I'm a detective. I mean, I'm a superstar, is what we know. But
Superstar.
there's
I feel like
nothing.
if we say number 2, Kim's gonna be like, God damn it.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's no benefit to saying number 2 and only
Yeah.
harm.
Yes. Yes, I feel like a detective. You are. Your station would not have a...
Oh, no. PETA for Jake.
PETA for
PETA for
short.
Jake. No.
Hi.
PETA.
Yeah,
Hi.
you're here.
No, I'm
you're
here.
here. You're here.
I'm here.
Okay.
It got all breaky uppy.
Yes.
Okay.
we can
What,
mosey on.
did you never hear me speak?
We heard you are your station. What?
Oh,
Nah.
I'm sorry. I said the whole thing. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All
I
right,
believe
cool.
you. It's okay.
We can keep moving though. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
First, what exactly is a field autopsy? Tell me something, dead man, and try to remove the dead man's boots.
What exactly is a field
what
autopsy?
exactly yeah, I mean, I guess it's just it's an autopsy we do right here, right now.
Yeah. Come on, officer.
He pulls on a pair of latex gloves.
You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
Kim,
Ooh.
it's so late in the evening. You gotta understand. Do you have another pair of gloves?
Unfortunately, no.
I have gardening gloves. Maybe they'll be enough.
Yeah, you could do that.
They're better than nothing.
The lieutenant looks at the gloves.
Tell you what, I perform the anatomical side of things, while you will take notes.
We just fill this in, right? Show them the red filled autopsy form in your ledger.
We're such a fucking dumbass.
I know. That's right.
I mean, he nods. I mean, we have no memory, so
I know, we
it's
just
valid.
should not be permitted to be doing any of the things we're doing.
We should be in a hospital.
Every time this happens, I'm like, I can't believe we're still being allowed to bounce around between all of these events. Oh, God. Okay, open the ledger.
You knew. Oh, sorry. The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Ugh. Above those, an 11 field info form needs filling out first. It begins with...
Number 1, assistant. Let's jump ahead to the 3-part summary. Let's pause this.
We'll start at the beginning.
Let's just start. That's you.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Close Workshop, for the gifts. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, that's so sweet.
Yo,
check that out.
Oh my god.
You have been incredible lately. I'm floored and delighted.
I know.
Thank you.
I cannot believe. You guys are all amazing. For a body down celebration.
You know what? Valid.
Never
mind. We earned this.
Damn.
I'm just kidding. I'm deeply kidding. Thank you. And also apologies to folks who lost their channel points.
Yes.
Sorry, folks.
Never bet against us. You'll be right most of the time, but don't do it.
Didn't we see the initial that on all of the other notes in the ledger, HDB was signed, not Harry Dubois?
Yeah,
because
I think so.
Yeah, because if Harry Dubois was signed, we would have known our name already. So
yeah. It's HDB. Cool. The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says
coroner's case number.
Okay.
KK570803.0815.
I love how you said "oh."
It was really good. That's my favorite thing that you said in Kim's accent so far.
KK equals Kin Kitsuragi. 57 equals Precinct 57, followed by his date, 0803, and time of arrival, 8:15 on the scene. He indexed the case after himself, not you.
Shouldn't we file the coroner's case under me? Technically, I arrived on the scene before you.
Just write it down.
I'm just going to write this down.
Yeah.
Next. Name.
NA. Next.
Date of birth.
NA.
Age.
The lieutenant. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, you're good. Corrects his glasses.
Roughly 50.
Right.
Sure.
About 50.
The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
Race.
Mondial.
Write it down.
Okay. The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything else.
Sex.
Okay. Fucking kudos. Fucky! The little monster explained energetically.
I want you saying that to be my ringtone.
Just a text alert.
Male. The pig's gonna have sex.
Right,
fucky.
Right, male.
Right, male.
Oh,
right, male.
God.
Nor does he look male with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Date of death.
We're still going with March 4th, 51.
Okay.
What else?
He looks over your shoulder.
9 body identified by is non-applicable. 10 case number is the same as the coroner's case.
Okay. KK5705 030815 listens motionless with a cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
Evidence of treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
A strange word. Treatment.
What exactly is treatment, anyway? Agreed, no treatment. I'm not so sure what's next. I mean, I want to know.
Yeah, I want to see the one. Yeah. I just want to know.
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
I mean, he's on the ground
Okay.
now, but
Just the way you said that. I'm really happy. How did you not know that? Aren't you a cop? You're leaving a weak impression here. Say something sure-handed. Don't overdo it. It's okay to be unsure.
I'm not so sure.
I trust
Yeah.
volition more than authority. Also, I'm
Yeah.
not so sure because we shot the corpse, so obviously there's already one additional injury on
Yeah.
it, but
Yeah, that's a good point. A silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation.
oh no.
Ugh. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath, ecclesiastic religious in nature. A holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, esprit de corps. Somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Forbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. What? Are we flashing back?
I
or
don't.
something?
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a
Or a
flashback or a
story?
flash sideways. The problem with the Spirit
Yeah.
Decor is that like that's the one that is cop related, so it's either a story
Yeah,
from a
that's
previous
true.
case.
Yeah,
Mhm.
instinct or something like that.
Yeah, unclear.
Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette ball-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coran. The day is turning dim from Sergeant Mac Torson. Oh, for Sergeant Mac Torson. Hand extended, he approaches to make sure she is dead more than anything else. Oh, maybe a previous case?
It's either it's like previous cases or a
Yeah.
previous story, or it's just like in this moment of connection, we're seeing other instances where this same like gesture has been used. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a spirit. I think it's a connection, not necessarily. a
Yeah,
memory.
that's a good point. And so all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today. 42 stations of breath.
And this is just one of
I
them.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh,
We should start the post-mortem.
Turn the page.
okay. The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copy paper tries to answer why.
External examination summary. Let's just go through in order.
Yeah, I just want to do... Yeah, we'll start with number one.
Yep.
Okay, clothes.
He begins.
The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrudine, I think. Let's see.
He turns the body onto its side and checks the underwear label.
See, what's happening?
It's happening. They're just
It's
the
happening!
worst. They're just
children.
the worst.
Yep.
Babrudine, yes. Inexpensive, size M, color white.
Okay. The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
Write it down.
Great.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
Okay. It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them more than anyone else.
What are we
Sorry, I
gonna
realized I
do? Walk
wasn't voicing-
around with big old
Yeah,
boots on
right.
when we're solving cases? Oh no, these have nothing to do with the missing boots from my previous case. Don't you worry about it.
I realized I wasn't voicing drama in the appropriate way earlier, so
It's
I
okay.
amended that.
It's really
Add
okay.
drama.
That's so much energy.
There. It's basically, yeah, it is like stealing power armor boots and then walking around with them like in Fallout.
But it's even more
Like, I gotta-
specifically stealing the one pair of power armor boots from the dead man. I just like
that everybody knows about.
exactly. It's like no way I got these from the corpse that was hanging outside of the cafeteria I've been staying at for a week.
No, whatever are you talking about?
No.
Like, no, we got him from our union man.
I just imagine him trying to find
Our union
jeans
man.
that fit over the greaves so that nobody notices.
I will say though, maybe they're useful instead of our shoes. I don't know. I'm playing devil's advocate here, and I'm also reading chat a little bit.
You're reading chat is what you're doing,
Yeah.
but
I don't know.
I mean, this is one of those.
I'm
from
always a
video-
fan of having new items.
Yeah, from a video game perspective, sure. From an RP perspective, not a snowflake's chance in hell would I wear those boots. But yeah, if we're playing this as a video game, I'm happy to admit the boots because, like, yeah, they're definitely probably useful. They look like it's power armor.
Yeah, it's power armor.
It just,
from what I can tell.
I just think that Kim would leave us forever. And if frankly,
Kim would be
if
mad.
we equipped the boots and Kim didn't leave us forever, then I have.
Yeah, I honestly, that's a good point. It does feel like something that could upset Kim later, and I don't want to upset Kim.
Yeah, that's hard.
This is hard.
I don't even. Like, no
I don't
offense to
know.
Kim, I don't even see it that way. I mean, literally, if he continues to work with us after we stole boots off of a corpse after omitting them from our evidence logs,
he literally might
I'm
be like,
gonna
this
report
is...
him. I'm like,
oh.
like, I feel like Kim's getting a lot of slack because of how incompetent we are. But again, if he keeps on not defending us, but like not
stopping
enabling us, like, I'm equally concerned about him at that point.
Look, for the sake of argument, do you want to let's not do the boots?
See, I'm pro take the boots.
Oh, damn it. I misread.
Yeah, I mean, I was detouring briefly to be like, I don't know if I want to upset Kim / but then Gina made a good point that he's probably just gonna let us do it anyway, which makes him equally in the wrong.
Yeah, but he's been equally culpable this whole time.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like I'm in this weird place where it's like I feel bad for making bad choices, not because it will upset Kim, but because it makes Kim a worse person. Every time he just shrugs off our bullshit, I'm like, I respect you less now, Kim, which means I should do less bad things, because then you won't be a worse person. It's like, I don't know. He just lets us get away with so much crap.
No, you're right. You're right. Ah.
I'm gonna admit the boots for you, Allison.
You did it for me? Oh my god.
Oh, well, there we go. The boot has a serial number.
Oh, he twists the dead man's foot.
It's E5010010000. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design.
Wait,
Okay.
I'm writing this down, but not the boots. So,
Not the...
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
precisely.
Okay.
Kim doesn't know. We did it when he didn't look. Tattoos.
He stands up, feet planted on either side of the body. Sorry if I pressured you guys into taking the boots.
It's okay. They'll be useful, and then we'll be like, damn, we're glad we have these boots.
I guess.
It'll make us jump even better.
I guess.
Gina feels dirty. She feels dirty.
I just feel like I RP cheated, is all. That's all. I feel like
Yeah,
I
I guess-
cheated.
I guess that's fair. I don't know.
The
Yeah,
upper
'cause
torso. Oh no!
No,
go for
go ahead. No, I was just gonna say you were right earlier, Gina. I was making the call from the game's perspective rather than an RP perspective.
That's valid. We're
so.
playing a video game. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hard thing when you're playing a video game that is basically an RP and vice versa, which way do you go
yeah,
with?
exactly. And like
Right.
ultimately you have to make a call, and it's okay for us to be on different sides. We admitted the boots, we've done it. It's no longer it's done.
It's been done.
Okay, the upper torso is covered in a single continuous tattoo resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white.
That's pretty rad, though. That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool tattoo.
The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case file as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a Tricket Mini.
Okay.
The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color, yellow. Length, 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end.
Okay. He produces a measuring tape. Oh, sorry.
Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperatures below freezing.
Write it down.
Okay.
Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age.
He kneels to get a better look.
The deceased male, pattern, baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
wait, hold on.
What happened there? Did you glitch?
No, I just didn't read the word had. The deceased male, baldness, pattern.
It just landed really weirdly. Okay.
Sorry.
Touch the corpse's hair before moving on. Right. Touch the corpse's hair.
Touch his hair? What?
Do you want to do
touch
that?
it, caress it slowly.
Caress him? Caress him. The hair feels wet, soaked with rain, cold to touch. Not that different from a living person after a swim.
Stroke his hair. Stroke his hair gently.
What?
What?
Huh?
What?
Oh
What?
there's a ghost in here, and Victor's computer keeps making noises like it's like someone is interacting with stuff.
It's the hanged
but the
man.
screen is
He's
dark.
like, you need to stroke my hair and gently.
The computer.
Yeah, it's like, yes, now's the time. Stroke the hair.
Okay, I'll be right
I think
back.
stroke it gently.
I think stroke his hair gently.
Keep it gentle.
Okay.
Keep it
I
gentle.
guess we're doing this. The Kunos are about to have a field day. Okay.
This is weird. Oh, okay. The stench is suffocating. Strands of dark brown hair start sticking to your hand like thread off a ragdoll's head.
I hate that. I'm sorry. I
don't want to keep petting it. I'm done. I think I'm done.
Keep petting.
I really hate it. Why are we doing this? I mean,
But we're halfway through.
yeah,
I think we should.
guess you're right. We're here now.
Oh boy. Oh god. More hair sticks to your hand. Hair off the rain-soaked head of a dead man. There are bumps and dips on the skull. An alien landscape.
Wild.
I hate this.
There, dead man. You were someone's child. It's all over now.
There,
Don't
baby.
say there, baby. Don't say it. Just write it down.
It went from like sort of okay, like not okay, but like fine to now it's not great.
Like, yeah, there's a sentiment, empathy.
I don't want to say there, baby.
There, baby.
But with the Kunos and Kim here, it's just like, I don't know.
Maybe we just move on.
Just write it down. Yeah.
Okay,
Lividity. Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity. The frickin' Kunos.
Yeah.
Fucking low velocity?
The kid explodes.
Yeah, you think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max! Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
Lieutenant pays no heed.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation.
But meant for high velocity.
That's kind of cute.
Give Kuno benefit of the
That's
doubt.
actually kind of cute.
I love that he had the thought. I don't know if we should do it, but I love that he had the thought.
Yeah. I kind of want to do it.
I kind of want to do it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ligature mark.
The lieutenant produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
The steel wiring.
He concedes, breathless.
There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so that we can get to the ligature mark.
What do you want to say? May I try?
I mean, we're weak.
I don't know.
Ah, Corey, no.
That's true.
Do not try
Yeah,
to...
we can give it a shot.
Okay.
We're probably gonna have to roll for it? Oh,
No,
maybe
it's
not.
It's
Okay.
no use. We should get a chain cutter. You can try with them. I have a pair in the toolbox of my Kanema.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Damn corpse. We had a good rhythm going.
Lieutenant gets up and brushes his pants.
Can you all wash
Oh,
your hands?
Let's just go grab it.
y'all. Let's do a little hand washing and preventing of disease.
Yeah, I'm just
How about
saying.
that? That would be. I mean, I guess Kim was wearing gloves, but
Yeah, and I know he's gonna dispose of them. I just, I don't know. It just feels, I don't know. All right.
No, I understand. Okay, do you guys want to take a quick break, real quick? Actually,
So I believe that Short's gonna need to end a bit earlier than we normally play it today. So it might
Yeah, I
make
can't
sense.
do the normal 3.5.
Yeah, so it might
Okay,
make sense to just keep on playing for a little bit, but then call it a little bit earlier. Is that okay with
Okay.
everyone?
yeah, that's fine. Just say the word short whenever you need to go. Like if you can go for like 15, 20 more minutes. I don't know how much more time
Totally.
we have.
I want to finish this task first. I'm invested in this task. So we'll see once we've actually accomplished this.
Okay. Cool. All right, that sounds good. Nice. Sorry, guys, no break tonight, but that just means we will get to see us play some more.
Yeah, I was thinking
Gina
about...
and I can jib and jab, by the way, if you want to grab some water.
Yeah, that
Allison.
is definitely true. We can chat.
I'm great. I've got water, I've got tea, I'm just settled in. I just didn't know if you guys needed it.
Yeah, thank you, though.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah,
about
there was a
calling it
reason
earlier.
I hadn't jumped at it yet.
Yeah, I was gonna call it earlier, but then was like, we're kind of in the middle of stuff, and then it was too late.
Yeah, I didn't want to stop. So
Okay. So
okay, what are we doing next?
do we want to keep on this task? Just want to check.
Are we trying to go get
I think let's go to the car, get the wire cutters, and go back.
That's what I
Oh, yeah.
figured. I just wanted to make sure before we dove too far in. Just keep in mind,
Yeah,
by
I
the
think
way,
we're dealing with.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying we're dealing with the corpse, so I want to see that through.
I think that's valid.
Totally.
I just want to say for everybody to be aware of, we have we leveled up. We have a point to spend if ever we need it. So just be aware.
Cool.
Okay.
great.
Let's see. Pull out the toolbox.
Inside, you see a set of. Oh yeah, we've already read that before. Yeah. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized. Cool.
Take what you need, officer. It's gonna be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are. Ugh, we do not do toxic masculinity around here.
With my tools.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools, but what can you do? Work is work.
Okay, so we need the chain cutters first.
We need the chain cutters. Yeah.
I kind of want. I'm gonna get the flashlight.
Oh, the handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap. Go the cutters in your
I
hand.
want to take the rest
Snap,
of them.
snap.
Should I take the rest of them, or should we just remember that they're here?
Maybe.
Take the rest of them. Take them.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Oh, what's going on here? It's a robust, weatherproof, and well-made police issue blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. Okay.
Took the pry bar too. Okay. It's heavier
pry
than you
bar.
think. Cool.
Okay. All right.
That
cool.
is good to know, because probably if we had the pry bar, that would have been a nice modifier for the roll to get that wooden plank off the door. So
Oh, yeah.
things like that. So
yeah, you're
that should
right.
Be good to have.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yep. It's like you guys said, it's probably good just to have, just in case. Also, oof, Vax, I'm sorry that your D&D session was stressful. I can sympathize. Let's see. Okay, can we get the? All right, I guess number
Try to remove
one.
the dead man's boot. Yeah, let's cut the belt. There it is. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
He shows you the point on the man's neck where the belt cuts into the flesh.
Cut with as much precision as you can, please.
Can you do it?
Yeah, right?
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. C looks blasé. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Yes, I'm Kuno's pig.
Yes, I'm Kuno's pig. Can we
agree.
say that?
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
You are.
He says with calm certainty.
This pig is Kuno's. It just got dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Being Kuno's pig has a steadying effect on your hand. Go with the flow, man.
Really?
All
The
right.
hell? Yeah, in agreement with Kuno.
good.
That actually
Well,
helps us out.
Oh,
Let's give
okay,
it a
plus
shot.
one
Look
from
for a
agreeing
good
with Kuno. See, he's our friend. I told you guys.
We're buds.
Do we need to do anything to increase that, do you think? Anything else?
I mean, we can invest.
Or do you just want to try
we
it?
can invest.
It's a red track. We can't try it again.
I know. We can invest a point in physical instrument if we want.
I don't know. Do we want?
That'll probably kick it up above 50.
That's better.
I mean, I like it above 50.
Yeah. What is that under? Motorics?
It's here. It's under physique.
No. Okay, physique. Physical instrument. Okay.
I mean, it's we're very slapdash about where we're applying points, but it's because
I know,
we're literally
that's-
applying points as reactions 100% of the time.
Yeah. Oh,
Which I'm not
sorry.
against. It's kind of interesting.
What about clothes?
I can't leave the thing. We have to do this now.
We're stuck. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Um.
In which case, it might make sense to just do this.
Yeah, because it's a little too late now.
Or
You're right.
can
We
take
are
a
just kind of.
risk. I mean, the only way this is life or death is if we mess up so badly that we cut our own finger off or something. Like,
I don't think we'll do that.
I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I think it's just like we're just not gonna be able to cut it off. I think. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm fine with investing the point, but if you guys don't want to and you want to save it for something else that's more in line with our build, that's fine with me.
I just I don't know if we have a build at this point, which is
Yeah,
like,
that's fair.
fine.
It's a red check,
Yeah.
Clark. Yeah.
So I'm gonna level it up.
You want to just give...
I
Okay,
think
let's do it.
I think level it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was probably worth it.
That's a little better.
Okay, that's good.
No, it wasn't.
No!
Oh well. All right, that's fine.
Fuck. Well, I guess we increase physical instrument a little bit, though.
Yep.
You jam the cutters right under the knot. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah, somewhere there. Already they're buried deep in the man's flesh. Then you rotate them to get a better hold. Then...
Fuckity fuck.
Fuckity fuck.
Fuckity fuck.
The lieutenant looks by, somewhat worried as you summon power words to your aid. I guess cut?
Cut some...
Yeah, fuck him! Fuck that, whatever, fuck...
Yeah, we're gonna cut this man's head off. It's where we're
Told you my pig was hardcore!
we're hurtling towards cutting this man's head off.
Yep, we're about to pop this. Yeah, totally. He steps in and takes the chain cutters from you.
I should have a goal before... I think I have a strategy.
No, give them
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
I was
Let
just
him
about
work.
to
Kim
cut
is
him.
like, whoa.
Yeah, let him work.
Yeah. He sinks the cutters into the knot, preparing to perform the cuts, with his elbow to his knee for precision. Thank God Kim dipped in, was like,
Why
can
didn't you
ruin
do this to begin with, Kim? Why?
Yeah.
You're the one that put.
Snap.
Actually, Kim put his name on this report, which means he's gonna get all the blowback if we do dumb shit.
That's a good point.
Why
He should want to step
Why
in
does he
and
let
do
us
the shit right.
things? All right.
Oh, fuck it. Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut in the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead
There we
man's
go.
neck and the dark red ligature mark around it. Thank God he didn't get his head chopped off.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Here.
He hands you the chain cutters back and then kneels closer to the body, running his finger along the dark red groove until he comes to a gap. Ooh,
Oh. The rope rises to a point,
he says.
leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck on the nape.
Okay.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 to 1.5 meters.
Write it down.
Okay. Yep.
Chest is intact.
He presses down on it.
Normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant. Pelvis intact. Genitalia.
He pulls down the man's underpants. Fucking.
Now it's gonna happen, see?
I fucking knew it! This is clearly what they've been waiting for ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible. Good call.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Does it look like he was enjoying his moment of death? Inspect the genitals.
Fucking
Write it down and move on.
Do that.
Probably just move on.
Back is symmetrical and intact.
He struggles to turn the corpse on his side.
Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
In addition, I see smaller residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
I mean, if he was hanged, he was either incapacitated, like, through drugs or some mean, or he was physically, like
subdued.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it makes sense that he'd have a bunch of injuries.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. But it seems like the smaller residual scars, do you think, I can't decide if those are, it's not clear from Kim's description if those are new or if those have all existed on his body.
I mean, if there's scars, that's probably old. He wouldn't have scarred
Yeah,
after
that's
death.
a good point. Yeah,
we also know that he's like huge, right? Like he doesn't look it on the ground right now, but he's like 7 feet tall or
He's a
something.
big dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true.
Last item, hands.
He takes the man's right hand in his, inspects it, then moves on to the other hand.
Pick up the hand.
Pick up the hand, I guess.
Sure, I see what that does. His flesh is cold, icy. Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name?
My name is. I'm from. What the?
What? What the?
I'm from.
I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia, and your name is Il Copo. What can I do for you, Il Copo Il Copo di Cappadocia? Sorry, fuck. Just end me. I'm out.
Just end me.
What I love is you had it. You absolutely had
I
it.
had it, and then I thought about it too hard, and then I lost it. I let my mind get ahead of me.
I understand, and that's okay. It's good to hold your hand. Did you like it when I stroked your hair?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, say
Do
that.
it. Do it. I did, Copo, I did. It reminded me of when I was a small boy, before this happened to my face and my body. You did me a kindness there.
I'm glad I could help.
We should do this more often. Be close like this, I mean.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like this.
This is going down a path.
I don't like that at all.
Oh, if I like.
Hands are clean.
Lieutenant concludes. The dead man's fingers slip from your hand, cold and sausage-like.
No sign of injury from struggling.
Were you expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, the stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Working so close to the fumes coming from the corpse must be hard. You realize suddenly that the lieutenant has been barely keeping it together these past 2 items.
Write it down.
Oh.
He turns to the side to breathe. It's not enough. He buries his face in his sleeve and jacket. You hear a muffled voice.
Oh, that's all for the external. Well done. What next?
Oh, poor Kim.
Whoa.
Oh, I want to give him a break, but I don't think we have the ability to
let's
do that.
do
Oh.
it. Central nervous system.
He says, then concludes abruptly.
I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Of course. There's a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
If I may add the moral of this story. Nope.
What What would we be fucking bringing to the table if we said number one?
Honestly,
like
I think nope. In A.
I just want to know.
But I'm also
Okay, go for it.
curious. Yeah.
What would that be?
He looks at you inquisitively. The dead man looks too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story.
The brain is very vulnerable to the compromises in its blood supply.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong. The lieutenant grins.
I think that may well be the moral of every story officer.
I'm glad you liked that, Kim.
kinda
I'll
like
write down
that.
an A. That actually,
Yeah.
that seems to have made him smile. I'm glad.
That actually kind of cheered him up a little bit, so I think that was okay.
All right.
Brain need blood. Kurt Disco. Heard it here first, folks.
Good. Musculoskeletal. Ooh. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth.
Oh, he gets close to the mouth hole, eyes squinting from the stench.
Mouth
hole.
Why did we say mouth hole?
Why'd you say mouth hole?
Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous. Ugh, I'm getting a little nauseous. Nope. I'm gonna skip.
I'm sorry. As you were like, I feel sick. I'm like, I've got good news and bad news. They're the same news.
The hyoid bone is fractured.
He says after a while.
The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable.
Okay.
Okay, write it down.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Back hunched as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws.
Respiratory system.
He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen, hemorrhaging, present in mucus of the lips and mouth.
Okay. From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart, hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands.
Look inside the dead man's mouth.
I guess. Yeah, I guess. Gina doesn't want to. Oh, okay. No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
This has been a great discovery for me. Apparently, I hate this.
This is gross.
I got to learn that about myself today. This is vile.
Look, it's always good to learn new things.
I just hate it. I just hate it.
At least now you know.
Oh, good. I hurt myself.
No.
I got distracted and I hurt myself.
You looked deeper and now you hurt yourself. It's hard. Once more, you taste stomach acid in the back of your throat. A contraction. Your throat pumps a little something from your stomach into your mouth. You're forced to swallow just to keep looking. Ew, we swallowed it. Oh, God.
Oh,
gosh.
Just clenching my hands together in distress. I'm also going to use our final healing item.
God. Oh, inside you see darkness, just a mess of meat and darkness. Gross. There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later. Okay, what the fuck, Inland Empire?
It's Inland Empire.
All right, just write it down.
Yeah.
Lieutenant, let's go. The jaws of the mouth snaps shut before you. Ugh. Ugh.
I don't feel like I learned enough from that to justify the point of damage we took from it.
Ugh. I mean, it's a good question here. Like, don't we have anything from that?
Yeah, don't we have anything? I'd like to ask that, actually.
Yeah. He looks at the corpse's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust.
Are you a hepatobiliary expert? Hepatobiliary expert?
I don't think so.
Neither am I.
And that's it?
Write an A. That's it.
All right.
Same for toxicology and serology.
All right.
Just write an A.
Yep.
Yeah. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with a hanging.
Okay.
Gastrointestinal.
He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around to the ground, the pool of feces there. Yeah. This will do.
Nice.
Then he touches the corpse's bloated lower abdomen briefly and says,
Digested semi-solid food and stomach. Voila.
Write it down. Omit
Write
the
down,
voila.
omit it.
Yeah.
maybe, yeah.
Well, that's next on the list.
Description of injuries, summary.
Yep.
Let's see.
He tilts his head.
We have bite marks, contusions on head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one, too.
What about the injuries we have afflicted?
We have afflicted.
Yeah, we
That's
have
a good-
afflicted. All right, yeah.
That's a good question. Yeah.
Oh?
He looks incredulous.
So we inflicted them.
Okay, I have inflicted.
Do that. Take the
Damn,
blame.
Tim.
Okay, so there's a spin-stabilized munition from a Kyle A990 muzzle loader lodged in his lung.
All right.
And an incision on the thorax from a chain cutter.
There's a pause.
I wouldn't mention those. Better to not muddy the waters.
I agree.
Fair
the
enough.
waters are muddy enough, but isn't that
Yeah.
sloppy?
Let's keep it minimal. Back to the injuries.
All right. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Bite mark. Oh shoot, contusions.
Ah, shit.
It's okay.
Oh,
we'll
gosh,
be able
okay.
to go back.
So,
Yeah.
the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. A perpetrator of the scene has confessed to causing its post-mortem.
Oh, yeah.
maximum velocity, fucko! Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
My favorite part about everything tonight is that you're in the house with the other people, and so you're keeping your Kuno
Yeah.
volume
yell
way
Kuno.
down, and it's just very funny hearing subdued Kuno.
Watch me struggle to try to not yell.
Yeah, it's just very funny. You're doing fine. I just wanted to comment on
you're
it.
doing great. I couldn't decide if I wanted to comment on it either because I also noticed I'm like, oh, he's trying to be
I
quiet.
know. You're being really, you're being good. You're being a good housemate at super late at night. Good call.
Nice and polite.
The lieutenant's admission has caused great gratitude in Kuno. He is silent with it.
Write it down.
Yeah. Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath the description of injury, 2 boxes.
Opinion: fatal injury, non-fatal post-mortem. Non-fatal. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Bite
that's fine.
marks.
Yes. He nods.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
Write it down.
Okay.
In your opinion, officer?
Non-fatal.
Beneath the
post-mortem.
description, there are 2 boxes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Ligature marks.
Totally.
Agree.
Yep.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck with a gap on the nape measuring, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact.
Okay.
So it didn't break.
It didn't break his neck. It broke his hyoid bone, but it
No, it
didn't,
didn't
break
break
his
his neck.
cervical column.
Huh.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I see hemorrhaging on the skin above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No
So
signs
does that
of clawing
mean
on the
he
neck.
was hung, but he didn't die right away? Like he suffocated, maybe? Like,
No signs
it
of
didn't
clawing at
break-
the neck. I think he was drugged. I think he was subdued and knocked out and or drugged before he was hung. And or
Okay,
he could
but
have,
he probably
frankly, it's also possible he was killed before he was hung. Because if he wasn't clawing at his neck, he wasn't trying to get out.
That's true.
So he had to
That's
be
true.
unconscious. And also if the cervical column was intact. But
he wasn't being
did-
hung with the intent to break his neck or to hang him or kill him.
Because it means he wasn't dropped, right? Because we know he was dropped something.
Oh, he was like, I think, did they confirm that he was wenched up? That they used some sort of like mechanical situation to get him up on the tree, or is that not confirmed?
I don't know if
I don't
that's
remember.
I don't think that was confirmed.
Yeah, and then they
Okay.
did say that the body was dropped a meter, but a meter may
Yeah.
not have been enough to get the snap.
No,
Maybe not.
no,
Yeah.
and like, no, that wouldn't be. That would just be enough to, like you said, just break that one bone. But then they would have to be up in the tree to get him up, like to drop him down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side, awaiting your judgment. The ring around his neck is visible.
I would say non-fatal post-mortem.
I would too.
That's my guess as well, honestly.
The problem is
I'm
we don't
wondering what
really
Kim's
have
gonna say.
another. We know there's other injuries, but we don't really have another visible, like wound, or like
Yeah.
like fatal injury. We'd need, and we haven't done a toxicology report. We haven't done any of those. I wish there was a third resolve this later box.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm still trying to think if that drop could have killed him or if he could have died. But like you said, he wasn't clawing at his neck or anything. So I mean, he could have been not dead, but like you said, subdued and dropped. I don't know. But I think that still results in B, non-fatal post-mortem.
I mean, it technically could have been the
I would-
thing that killed him, but it
Like,
seems,
yeah, I guess
I
he
don't think we
technically
know
he could have suffocated.
Yeah, I don't know enough, but the little I know from this makes it seem like this was not the fatal injury, or at the very least was not the sole fatal injury.
Yeah, I would go with post-mortem.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see what Kim says.
Hmm.
The lieutenant falls silent abruptly. I wonder if he disagrees. He is in deep thought, eyes fixed on the bright red ring around the dead man's neck.
Why do you say that?
Just took a
He
whack
tilts
in the
his head.
dark. I'm serious. I don't think that's what
Yeah.
the injury. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you think it was fatal?
I arrived at this conclusion through the psychic arts. I
Wow.
can't shake the feeling he was doing something else when he died. Why weren't his hands tied? A big man like that, I would tie his hands when marching him to the gallows. There's no reason. I mean, this ties into
That's number 3.
Yeah, this isn't this. The problem is none of these are the reason, but
Yeah. I kind of like number 3. I feel like that's sort of
Let's
the
do 3.
closest to what we're talking
it is
about.
the closest,
Yeah.
especially when compared.
It's an explanation of some sort.
Exactly,
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
alongside the fact that he didn't claw at his neck.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'm not sure there weren't marks on his wrists. That part got blurry for me. The stench.
He covers his mouth.
But you're right. I was ready to call this. Now I think we should leave it empty. At least for
Thank
the
you.
time
That
Okay,
I like
so
that
not
so much
filled in.
better than
Cool.
just saying.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Cool. He produces a small black plastic roll from his jacket, a body bag.
Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
First, how'd it go?
Yeah.
It was
He looks for the right words.
an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy. But personally, I do not see this as a parameter for success.
Okay. Yeah, what else?
We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Okay. That's good. Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink
No.
is in order.
Perhaps a drink is
Just
in order
what
later.
now?
I mean, no. What now? That is the
Yeah,
one
now.
decision so far we've made.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need a copy of the autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg
Okay.
for processing.
He looks at the dead man one more time, then at the slip of red paper in his hand, then at the corpse again. Oh, I heard a little
She's here.
mew. He's thinking, did I miss something?
Let's try it.
That's so low.
Yeah.
I know, but if we don't find it, we don't find it.
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
a white check, so we can
Yeah.
definitely try it.
It's true. That is very true. Yeah. It's legendary. Holy shit.
Double
Try it.
I'm
sixes.
sorry.
Yeah.
I got distracted by a cat. Okay, let's do this.
No, you're good.
See, it does hurt us though.
It
Also,
hurts us?
we got
Oh,
double
we got
fives.
double
We
fives.
literally yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh
Damn.
man.
We gotta go.
we
Yeah.
gotta go.
We gotta
We
go.
gotta sleep.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
No.
It's pants now. Just give up.
What?
Okay.
What?
Give up.
The corpse seems to yawn contentedly as though it's glad you've run out of steam.
Do you think we missed something?
I'd love to find. I know he's super decayed, but like a puncture mark from a needle.
That's what I was hoping. Is
Yeah.
that we would find. I don't know. You can't shake this feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
Yes, there's something we're not seeing. I've got a gut feeling that
I
there's
think-
more to this corpse.
Let's do 2, because that's
I
all
like
there is.
Yeah.
two. Yeah.
Okay, well, we're in livor mortis here. He's disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Can't we just hang out here a little? Okay, where do we find a fridge?
Yeah.
It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Garte at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down the gates. If they don't know,
His voice trails off, and his gaze settles on Kuno.
but only if all else fails.
Oh.
Fuck are you looking at, Bino Man? You want a piece of Kuno? Want to get fucked?
Only if
Only if
all.
all else fails.
Okay.
He stresses. Kuno looks like he gets around. Knows Martinez. And it's fridges too, probably. Alright.
Let's hurry then.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, I feel like this is one task we cannot sideline within every hour. Okay.
Whatever
Yeah.
we're looking for will become harder to find. So we'll have to do this quick, and then we'll go get some sleep.
Okay, so I will say,
I mean, it's late though. I mean, we should probably go to sleep. Is it going to replenish our morale if we go to sleep?
probably, I don't know.
We've never
but
slept
But
before.
we need to refrigerate the body first.
yeah,
I
we
feel like.
can't take a long rest and crash for 8 hours. Like that's just not.
Okay.
So the thing is, the quickest answer is Kuno, right?
Yeah, I mean, we can go talk to Gart right now. Like he's inside. Like we could just run inside and go talk to him.
All right.
I don't know. You know?
Yeah.
Before we go to Kuno and be like, tell us about the. Wait, Kim wants to say something? Does Kim want to talk to you? Why does he have a little bubble?
Because I can always talk to him.
Oh,
yeah,
is that always the
yeah,
case?
he does. Sorry, that's separate. I didn't realize you were talking
We
about
should
this.
think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
You are giving mixed signals, Kim.
We have to. It's our only answer.
Oh, yeah.
It forces us to call it.
Yeah.
Damn. So we'll do it first thing tomorrow morning.
I guess so. I mean, it's going to be cold at night, so I guess that's fine for the body, I
We
guess.
can pick up where we left off tomorrow morning. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
I
right.
will say that again.
fine.
That's definitely mixed signals.
All right. Well, wait. If we're about to have the debrief, maybe we should save the debrief to start with next time.
Oh, that's a good
because
call.
then that's like, you know what I
Good
mean?
call. Yeah. That's a very good
Oh,
call.
wait.
Like, we could... Wait, is there a scene happening? Or
No,
is it
but
karaoke?
I'm just saying it looks an awful lot like karaoke might be an option.
Aw,
We leave the body on the
Kim
back
to
and do
me.
karaoke instead. I'm sure Kim would love that.
Kim would go crazy.
I think we could do that next time.
Yeah,
we
I
can
think-
do karaoke
I think-
and the debrief
Please.
and
Exactly.
sleep. Oh my god, we're gonna have such an eventful.
And then we're gonna wake up and be like, oh right, there's a body still.
Oh yeah, there's shit we gotta do.
Oh,
God.
God.
Oh my god.
I'm so like
Sing-
every like session of this that passes, I resent the body more and more just for its existence. I'm like,
But we got it down.
no,
Look,
we got it down. No,
we.
I think we made a lot of progress actually, all things considered.
I do too. I'm very happy with tonight's like session.
We did a good job.
We fucking got the body down. We met so many people. Like I'm very pleased, very much so.
I agree with that. One thing we do need to figure out next time is how much money we're willing to spend to replenish the things that replenish our health and morale, because they
Yeah,
are
we're
getting
gonna
a
have to figure that
little spooky low.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I
I'll
agree.
do some research on that just to know, like, an acceptable amount to spend for. I won't do too much, but just to come back and be like, here's a good plan.
Because they feel very volatile right now.
Yeah, I mean, we find them, like, our recovery points all over the place, kind of at random. But we've definitely been taking a minor beating. Not enough to where we're in trouble, but enough to where I'd like to solve that problem before it's a problem.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, totally.
I'm feeling good, though. I think we're making good progress.
I agree.
I think so.
Oh, this is fun.
Wow. This is really fun. What an interesting game. I'm like back in it and I'm really like vibing with it. I'm liking this game a lot. Yeah. So thank you, Jake, for joining us from your trip.
Of course, I'm glad I could.
Yeah, so appreciated, and thank you all in chat for joining us as well. We're really glad you're able to come along with us this Monday evening, or Tuesday
or whatever,
day, depending on where you are. Whatever time.
No, it was a real treat. I really am glad that we were able to make some progress, and also it was just, I don't know, it's a fun time. So
weird game.
We will pick up next time. We'll have a debrief and we'll see where this murder mystery takes us.
Yeah, that sounds great.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.